católica, ¿no? Y una nación cristiana también. Más de ese, cosa es la implicación de este con el mismo Family Code de Atun, y cosa el efecto de ese también con el mismo mag-anak, ¿no? So, esa es el pregunta ahora de Atun también, aquí en el programa del Dateline Teleradio, abierto el mga text line de Atun, conforme está quedando viviendo en Zamboanga, para de ustedes participación. Rapid power to poder dar a text line de Atun, ¿no? Para poder saber la gente o de sila enviar mga mensaje también aquí en el programa que el mancuentro kita por casa de ese también, ¿no? So anyway, ese bonito se que ahora comprometa tiene que estar cuántos este mga cuantamen que debe poner atención aquí en el programa de Atun del Dateline Teleradio, ¿no? So continúa kita con el cuantamen de un cuento aquí en el programa que ustedes veo el Dateline Teleradio. Mientras tanto, ese es este cosa que cuida la atención de todo este tiempo que el programa que ustedes veo el Dateline Teleradio. Luego un rato, kita mga special guest aquí cada el programa, si Earl Loroder, International Law Society of the Ateneo, y el presidente del Ateneo también, y attorney Ryan Delenia del WIMSU will also be with us como cual sila del debate club el topic nila que el tenido sila como debate con ese moot court competition on international humanitarian law, luego está a las 7 hasta las 8 de la aquí en el programa del Dateline Teleradio. Siendo jueves que está ahora, esperando también que la alcaldesa el manjuto de Caraton aquí na programa del Dateline Teleradio. So, luego se todo gigato en este programa que ustedes ven el Dateline Teleradio. Mientras tanto, noticias nacional, el comisionado de nombramientos o Commission on Appointments ya confirma con la posición del 7 mga ambasador y 21 mga senior officials también del Armed Forces of the Philippines ayer. Only the confirmation of Philippine permanent representative to the World Trade Organization in Geneva, Switzerland, Manuel Tihanki, was deferred, no? El senador Panfilo Lacson, el chairman del Commission on Appointments, Committee on Foreign Affairs, ya habla que an issue was raised among the members of the commission regarding Tihanki's sworn statement indicating that he has not faced any case in the country. Apparently, Tihanki did not mention the 2005 case that was filed against him in Geneva by the Filipino domestic household worker that he employed while serving as a permanent representative to the World Trade Organization. El 7 mga ambasador ya confirma bajo del Commission on Appointments ayer, amo si Grace Princesa, Holy See with concurrent jurisdiction over Malta, so que quiere decirse para na mismo Roma la India como ambasador. Franca Sima Franca como ambasador para na Greece with concurrent jurisdiction over Cyprus also. Marichu Mauro para na Brazil con el concurrent jurisdiction over Colombia, Guyana, Suriname, and Venezuela. Hage Celine Quintana na United Arab Emirates. Lingay Lacanlale to Argentina on concurrent jurisdiction over Bolivia, Paraguay, and Uruguay. El Cesar Lee Hyung Wee para na Indonesia, Ombra Jainal para na Czech Republic, also confirmed as a Foreign Service Officer the 4th, Rowena Mutia, no? Para na AFP o na Fuerza Armada de Pilipinas, among those confirmed were Lieutenant Generals Rosano Brigues, Danilo Pamonag, and Paul Atal, Major Generals Roselier Murillo, Jose Antonio Motril, Jesus Manangkil Jr., Fernando Trinidad, and Gilbert Gapay, Rear Admiral Eric Kagawan, 10 Brigadier Generals and 2 Commodores. No? So, 10 mga Brigadier Generals y 2 mga Commodore también el recibe el de la nombramiento. While the case was filed outside the country, Lacson said, the Commission on Appointments Vice Chairman and San Juan City Representative Rodaldo Zamora, noted that there are territorial issues that could apply in the case of Tihanki. Lacson said this would have to be resolved by the Commission Committee first before they take action on Tihanki's appointment. So, de todo, 7 mga ambasador, 21 mga opisyales de este Fuerza Armada, mga senior officers, mga general, fuera lang kung Tihanki para na World Trade Organization. No? So, ese lang el kung quien no hay dale el nombramiento de más reciente. Y entre tanto, takial esta noticia era que el presidente Duterte hindi daw attende con el 32º aniversario celebración del EDSA People Power Revolution este domingo que viene. Si Pastor Boy Saicon, un miembro del EDSA People Power Commission, y habla que la celebración incluye con los mga citizens from all groups to make the event inclusive and will not only involve the current opposition that are identified with the yellow group that joined the popular uprising that toppled strongman Ferdinand Marcos from power. EDSA is not just for the yellow, but for everyone. We invited them. The celebration is not exclusive, but inclusive, Saicon said. He said President Duterte directed the commission to invite various officials, including former President Benigno Aquino III, Vice President Leni Robredo, former Speaker and now Quezon City Representative Feliciano Belmonte, and several others. Saicon said the President could not attend the People Power celebration because he will be in Davao. Acá-12 ha? No i-attende el Presidente con el People Power celebration también. The President, will celebrate it the way he remembered celebrating it with his mother in Davao City, Saicon told reporters during the Kapihan sa Manila Bay Forum yesterday. He said the Commission could not limit the celebration and they invited other organizations to hold their programs on EDSA. El Presidente hindi el atende con el EDSA Revolution Celebration que el conduce este domingo que viene. So, esa es la situación ahora como está. 6:16 in the morning. Quedo vivir en Zamboanga aquí en el programa que ustedes llevan el Dateline Teleradio, no? Good evening, Sir Ron, na Manila Casita puede yaman ng refund el power loss bill. Na about aki ka na ito na Zamboanga na Samsel ko, tapos pwede ba kita mga consumers saka el refund del power loss. Eso daw kita pwede picorabang follow-up. Na siguro debe se contestar el mismo manager de este Samsel ko también, pati el mismo board. Si pwede ba sila man refund ese power loss bill, debe man refund sila con mga consumers también. Pero manada pa sa kung ano kaya hindi pa sa tapos de karatong devolve. Anyway, pregunta dito na ora, Matt, pabordo to el text side dito na 0977 301-6681, ¿no? Para ustedes esa participación también quiero que te pregunta si ustedes van a aprobar con cosa está pasando en el mismo Congreso que el House Committee on Population and Family ya aprobó ayer el consolidation del 4 megabill que te dale o grant el divorcio y el dissolution de casamiento también to give troubled couples a less expensive legal way out, no? Pero otro día tabla ka dato na que annulment del kung sila si mas fácil, no? Pero ahora conforme está sale que divorcio gali el movimiento allí que estamos ve el cuanto sería el Laguna representante Sol Aragones, si Speaker Pantaleon Álvarez y también el Graviela, el quien estamos ve con ese. El pregunta ahora con el mismo pueblo de Zamboanga este tiempo si usted va a favor con ese también, ese movimiento para aprobar con el divorcio, ¿no? Es el discusión de aquí en el programa que ustedes llevan el Dateline Teleradio. It is good for irreconcilable marriages es el divorce bill. Si hindi naman gayota puede arreglar, necesita darle ya el espacio con el mga manmaridable para man move on bueno también ese na mga plano quiere casa para saber pa que modo saber de mapuerza el de la relasyon. So ese el tabla también aquí si 1060. I'd like to hear from the religious sector, no? From the Christian sector, y también con el mismo Catholic sector de aquí en la ciudad de Zamboanga, cosa de ustedes ha sentido consciente con ese, ¿no? Kuan mat mawar ba na dyan ito yung sound ali. Kaya bien puwerte ka tal echo tal kada. Anyway, Ron, good morning. Kuan kita aquí, no? Na programa que ustedes quieren del Dateline Teleradio. Abierto kita aquí para ustedes participación también. Cosa ba el de ustedes sentido consciente con ese propósito divorce bill que tal ya ahora también conforme está posiblemente el pasea allí en el mismo Congreso, ¿no? So, anyway, ese es el cuando ya historia aquí del programa que ustedes quieren del Dateline Teleradio. Que me cuento kita aquí también por causa de ese del divorce bill que tallara pendiente en el Congreso, ¿no? So, mientras tanto, el hora te lleva a ustedes el Santon Plus Herbal Capsule. El Santon Plus Herbal Capsule, ito ay may maraming anti-inflammatory compounds at antioxidant properties. Inalis ang mga namamaga sa mga bahagi ng ating katawan. Santon Plus Herbal Capsule, napatunayan ng mga scientifico na makatutulong tanggalin ang mga namamagang arthritis, prostate problem, heart enlargement, asthma, sinusitis, fatty liver at iba pang karamdaman. Santon Plus Herbal Capsule makatutulong upang maiwasan ang mga sakit. Santon Plus Herbal Capsule garantisado at epektibo, 13 pesos lang, at available na rin ang ating Santon Plus Herbal Oil, Santon Plus Herbal Soap at Mighty C na mabibili sa mga suking butika, parmasya at drugstores. Let's pause for a short break. We'll be back right after this very short reminder.
You know you want it, so come and get it. You know you want it, so come and get it.
Give in to your obsession. Enjoy bite-sized choco butternut, cheese trickles, and more with the new Dunkin' Donuts Obsession Sampler.
Finally.
Budget-wise because the stocks are organized and complete.
I love Budget-wise because of the free parking space. And I feel so relaxed and very secure while shopping for budget items.
I love Budget-wise because it is convenient and affordable.
I love Budget-wise kasi di ilang mga empleyado courteous and friendly.
Winzel Suites offers fully air-conditioned room, hot and cold shower, 32 inches LED flat screen cable TV, room telephone services, standby generator, safety deposit box, free Wi-Fi access, CCTV security cameras, 24 hours hotel security, airport transfer services, and all major credit cards honored. They're located at Almonte Branch and Governor Lim Avenue Branch. Call them at 0917-3034-768. Telephone number 062-957-3563. Winzel Suites. Your home is here.
The magic of radio.
Here we go. This is the epicenter of music entertainment.
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
Giving you the most complete radio experience.
Trusting the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous.
We are
Today's best music.
Magic 95.5.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentan con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga, Este Dateline Teleradio. Tamanhun con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay día el discusión del día na mga asunto que tiene hacer con la ciudad y el mga dientes aquí. Este Dateline Teleradio. Aquí na gbpitv11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Todos ti, aquí na Dateline Teleradio.
Okay, mirando siya pagkita programa del Dateline Teleradio. Kaya lang kita pasa el buen noticias din, okay? Con el celebración también del Día de Zamboanga, este día 26, ¿no? El gobierno local de Atun, el taban sponsor también con un job fair para aquellos que están buscando trabajo. Esta es la oportunidad de ustedes también. El conducir con el 2 días job fair, el gobierno local por medio del Public Employment Service Office, en conexión con la celebración del acá 81 aniversario del Día de Zamboanga, el hacer con el job fair en febrero 27 y 28 allí en el Red Cross Training Center na Petit Barracks, ¿no? Miles de mga trabajo el available, ¿no? Aquí en la ciudad y na también abroad. Ofrecerse durante este job fair, él participa también allí en el job fair, el TESDA, el Department of Labor, el POEA y el DSWD. Puede buscar trabajo en el job fair en mga high school graduates, college graduates, más que en cosa cursos, skills training graduates del TESDA y otro pa que tiene edad de 18 años para arriba, ¿no? So, si ustedes de serioso están buscando trabajo, siguro bueno si andan ustedes aquí en el job fair na día 27 y 28 y mira con la oportunidad que tienen ustedes también para encontrar trabajo, ¿no? Importante según que lleven ustedes el de ustedes completo resume, que quiere decir o de ustedes se gradúa o de ustedes se cual hasta donde alcanzar la educational attainment de ustedes, todos mga records que tienen ustedes allí, ¿no? Birth certificate, para darle mira que aquí gato ustedes na Zamboanga. Otros mga importantes documentos que necesita este mga aplicante también. So, ahora sí, ¿no? 27 y 28, así que está ese pedido con ustedes allí para tomar ventaja con esta oportunidad, especialmente aquellos que ya graduaron a TESDA, ¿no? Aquel para mga pronto encontrar trabajo, el oportunidad de ustedes para con ustedes también encontrar trabajo allí, ¿no? So, cuando allí anda a visitar allí donde el Red Cross Training Center que allí se el conduce el job fair na día 27 y 28. Early bird always catches the early worm también. So, más temprano ustedes la anda na lugar, más bueno que el que fresco para el pensamiento del mga quien está conduciendo el interview, baka una con ustedes también darle el trabajo, ¿no? So, importante es que tal ustedes temprano. Si anda man, muda decente, business attire o cosa ba, ¿no? No anda ya de chinelas, que la impresión con ustedes, otros, así como por ejemplo, anda ustedes ya de chinelas también, muda en buena mente, ¿no? You're going for a job interview, cuando ustedes en buena mente de ustedes y chura también. Anyway, esta es buena noticia para con los nurses y atos también, que está propone ahora con el 30,000 monthly salary para del mga nurses que está trabajando na gobierno. Aba, bonito este, el grupo del Makabayan of 7 party list representatives is seeking a minimum monthly salary of 30,000 pesos for thousands of government nurses. Este seguro buen movimiento para atraer trabajar na gobierno también con los mga nurses que todo quiere trabajar na mga privado sectorial y todo quiere andar abroad, ¿no? Their proposal is contained in Bill 7196. The group also filed Bill 7197, which seeks to increase the minimum pay in government by 5,000 to 16,000 pesos. Este modo is in response to the wide and strong clamor of government workers and nurses amid the rising cost of living. Ese según con representante Carlos Zarate del Bayan Muna, y el lead group del Makabayan ya hablaste ayer. So también hasta de aquí el mga grupo del izquierdista representante y en el Congreso amo tamube para el aumento de salario del mga trabajador de ato na gobyerno. These salary bills will help cushion the impact of the so-called tax reform law. El skyrocketing prices of basic commodities, while military and the police personnel have doubled their salaries, the pay of other state workers have remained low. Hindi lang ang kwadalye, no? Tasubi ka subi na gobyerno, kwantos increase na gobyerno, pero na privado sektor, doon pa makita ni Uwi el increase, Mateo? Kwanto ka siguro el kwadalye? He said it's time that the compensation of other government personnel should be adjusted as well. He added that he hoped that the lawmakers would expedite the approval of salary increase bills in the same manner that they prioritize the recent doubling of salaries of soldiers and police officers. Kung mga maestre, igualmente también, ya promete también que se sube, pero hindi daw pa pwede implementaste hasta na año 2000. Cosa año que el 2020 pa ba? El principio, el increase, no? So the doubling of salaries for teachers na año 2020 pa kasi el sucede. Así te propone baka después también de cuántos años pa, no? But anyway, depende sa con el budget también o el SEN que tal na Department of Budget and Management. Es el 6:30 in the morning que viviendo la Zamboanga. Aquí en el programa que ustedes vienen al Dateline Teleradio. Text line de ato na aquí abierto para ustedes. Good evening, Sir Ron. Ask lang you about el job fair, cosa el age limit, 18 and above. Necesita 18 años ustedes y pa arriba. El legal age que debe de trabajar. No? Sir Ron, good morning. Itardaya el diaton mga opisyales de syudad sabi kay el mga housing project para del city are substandard. Como tablagan el mga benepisyaryo, karton, pero ya espera pagat que el man collapse anay, el natulungatong después sila, el yaman react. Esos na NHA sabe cosa el Estado kay un engineer na agua caliente este tiempo, caliente basos, ginda o mismo na fuego. Tiene tabla, subcontract equals substandard daw. Na siya ganun itabla ka kita. Mas antes ya, hindi ba el senador Biaso ni andal yun ang mismo lugar, yaman karate-karate pa con los mismo mga pader del NHL, ya descubrí que el kuandila, el hollow blocks nila, do chicharon lang, takebra lang, tapudri lang, na ito si Mr. Indana na aquel tiempo, talía Manila, sabi ko sa este defecto, ¿por qué Manila no es porque puede curriculense? O ese ba kay el contractor o kung quién sila tamang subcontract, puro ng mga pamilya nila también. Hindi ba? El verdad se? Debe ser siguro sa investigasyon para na con eso del NHA manda ko confrontar con el cargo criminal ya. Na justo que el mismo alcaldesa y allí va a tener atención del mismo presidente y allí vaya el retrato para el mismo presidente hace apa con eso si kada indanan. El otro día pasó hasta aquí, kita ya ven sila karata, tapi ko na explica. Tapi ko na pa manda kalya la boca. Kaya el otro día pa, ta prinsipyo pa lang sa proyekto, ya man bistado ya kanila, di lang mga mekatrekali. Ya ven aquí el senador Biaso, ya kanya ko na siya, habla sila, kanya, buenamente, el kanya, corrigir daw sila con la sitwasyon. Ahora, después de promesa de corrigir, ya dale ka na mira, buenamente man ya planta, pero actualmente kali kwan lang, casa lang kita tamira adelante, pero do karton lang galis do lo mismo del kwan lang, do cosa pase pobre man también ito mga biktima del guerra ya que pierden sa mga casa de ahora biktima pa de robo kaya se el mga quien responsable contractor y mismo oficiales del NHA necesita contestar con este también, ¿no? So, anyway, querito oído todo sentido consciente con ese también, ¿no? Gorayam Ron, hindi ka na sila tapos limpia el droga, ese pa divorce, manada problema el Pilipinas, aquel seryoso, hindi divorce lang So, para con ustedes, ponen atención con otro problema antes de pasar con el divorce. Siguro que lang ito pasa divorce, si Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez también ngayon, estamos bigat con ese, que él también mismo, hindi man está queda junto con su mujer de propio, que con quien le casa, ¿no? Por eso, para justificar su acción, no película le pasa con esa ley nacional. Él el tacuan allí, el Graviela, quiere también con ese. ¿Quién balin ng mga de Graviela? Pati ¿quién pa? Si José Paseo, ¿no? Si Laguna representante Sol Aragones y también ¿quién pa ba otro? Si Edsel Lagman daw, el quien tamobe con ese también para aprobar con el divorcio. Dami pregunta allí con ustedes ba a favor con ese? ¿Ustedes ba quiere que el pasase divorcio aquí en las Pilipinas, considerando que nombrado kita como una nación católico también y una nación cristiano, ¿no? Esa pregunta lang. No hay cuál allí, cosa pase ustedes su opinión en la sala aquí. No hay kamali o no hay cuál allí, it is your opinion, ¿no? Good AM, sir. No hay Cecilville EDSA anniversary, mas se queda kurakot el Pilipinas when the two Aquinos became president. Ese según con 8638. Tiene otro, el naman disagree contigo. Good morning, Sir Ron. Paano naman po kami midwife daw? Nakakulong mga nurses at propone para sa subi el sueldo. No te desaplihi. Kita propone man también, tabagan ni todo government workers daw. Pero una kinaproposal ko ng mga nurses anay, no? Kung ang mga midwife, ano sabi, kuano sila propone también. No, but debe, si subiman ko nila sila, cosa bueno para kun Juan, debe también era bueno también para kun Pedro. Tablagan ni kami. Propone lang sa subir salario del na gobierno, pero kung ano na privado sector, no? Baka tayo movimiento para subir también el salario na privado sector, no? Hindi ba, balikan diya mo ni wala man también takatatal ko na hambre. 6:35 in the morning, querido viviente de Zamboanga, aquí en el programa que ustedes vean, el Dateline Teleradio, abierto kita aquí siempre para ustedes participación na programa. Luego un rato, ¿no? El report de Comandante, por causa que él un bata que ayudóse de talon-talon. Ya man corriente ese pobre bata cuando subido subimanga, ay nako, por causa lang de manga, ya causa muerte de un pobre bata de 13 años. Ya quebrado el rama, ya caíste encima gayot del mismo línea de electricidad del Samselco, ¿no? So, luego sa un rato, aquí cada una programa del Dateline Teleradio. Si tiene te pregunta por causa con ese de mga casa que estaban timpak lang del NHA, takiara un rato si el housing czar diaton, si Jabo Jimenez. Porque no sé, de más temprano del gobierno local diaton, que claro, llamando se Palsiao, el asida de ese, no hay documento que podemos ver, ¿no? Esa es pregunta en antes que cada una programa del Dateline Teleradio. Siguro si yo puede con eso contestar. Anyway, 6:37 in the morning aquí en el programa que nos ustedes gayon el Dateline Teleradio, ¿no? 238 mga NPA, el quien llaman surrender de más reciente allí en Davao. El fuerza del New People's Army allí en Davao región ya menorá este tiempo con el surrender del 238 mga comunistas guerrilleros. De más reciente, el coronel Erwin Bernard Neri, comandante del 101st Infantry Brigade, yaman escort ko ng mga surrenderies para na Campo Aguinaldo ahead of their dinner with President Duterte last night. Si Neri, yamla que 60 de mga surrenderies are regular NPA rebels while 152 are members of the so-called militia ng bayan. El mga rebelde yaman surrender 104 mga armas de varias calibre también. ¿Cuántos mga lugar en la Compostela Valley, Agusan del Sur y Agusan del Norte? Amo ahora el focus del anti-insurgency operation aquí na Mindanao. El militar habla que there is also a strong presence of NPA rebels in Northern Mindanao, Davao del Sur, and Davao del Norte. Na Masbate, 7 NPA rebelde, el yaman surrender del otro lunes, y yaman turnover también el mga garand, y 2 M16 rifles, un calibre 38 revolver, y calibre 45 pistola. El Major General Jesus Managil del 9th Infantry Division, comandante, y habla que con el mga rebelde, él puede darle también el livelihood y el financial assistance bajo the comprehensive local integration program, ¿no? So, el mismo presidente llaman junto con estos mga rebelde también, y donde gane ya cuanele, ¿no? Que tal promesa que el dale con estos livelihood, kay ya decide sila bira otra vez na mando del lady ato en este tiempo. 6:39 in the morning, nami kostaw ya si Javo Jimenez, Special Executive Assistant del este mismo Mayor, el Housing Czar di aton. Javo Jimenez, good morning contigo.
Sí, good morning contigo Ron, good morning po sa Bonggaños. Special talaga.
Yeah. El pregunta ahora di aton kay la alcaldesa do mismo, ya dale o ya somete con el presidente mga retrato de mga depektibo mga casa del Z3R, no? El uno de gane que le llaman timpag otro día. Pensaba yo que el walang el malo. Aparece del inspection daw que más pa que con el cosa descubrí.
Well, tama duro no del Febrero 14, mo kanila lang collapse. Valentine Day, en collapse el un housing unit na tulungatong C3R project. Y del Sabado junto con el alcalde, Mayor Beng, ibira kita ng lugar for inspection. Y ayer, junto con el man na thank you no, con la opisina di Doc Apolinario of the City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office, and of course Chris Navarro, engineer from the City Engineer's Office, kay bira kita otra vez alya, kay kira pa kita sa mas wider check na lugar, no?
Esa ba mga kasa yaman turnover ya ba sa gobyerno lokal di ato?
Well,
i-accept ba kita ko
si Noy pa ron, Noy pa.
Because
in July of 2016 actually, no? Hulyo 2016, there was an attempt from the NHA, si Engineer Indanan, tapidiya sila kung ng gobyerno lokal, accept tayo kung ng transfer, i-accept tayo kung ng proyekto del C3R na tulong nga itong resettlement area. Pero katsyempo, upon the discovery of the housing division del City Mayor's Office, di Mr. Cantina in particular, pwede kita mira, kahit siya ni problema, nakamino pa lang. So that was the reason din porque why accept ako ng proyekto.
So asara na yung kung sa accepta el gobyerno lokal. Pero yung turnover yan sa mga mismo mga residente sa mga biktima, di ba?
Si.
So if it was turnover, how come el gobyerno lokal diato na ipa-accepta kalikunense?
Well, sabi mo kita ron, no, que el beginning 2013, 14, 15, and 16, really the call was to look for permanent shelters dahil dato mga IDPs. So agad tiyempo, and considering the only role of the LGU kung sa proyekto del NHA is to find the awardees and if possible kolekta kita for the NHA pago. So tiyan kita dali lista kanila yung mga beneficiaries, supposed beneficiaries from the IDP. So ano say?
My basic question here is that if there was no confirmation of the integrity of the structures of this building, why was it turned over already automatically to the victims, considerando que no hay para se confirma el mismo gobierno local diaton?
Well, there is no acceptance. In fact, even the occupancy permit, no hay tamen paman-iso con este daton City Engineer's Office.
Yeah.
So, a reason again, porque talian mga awardees, because simply, kamira mga kita, really, importante, dali kanila permanent shelters.
El na construction de ese, no hay ba mano el gobierno local diato para man monitor con el construction de ese?
Sabi to, there was nilalingabel number del engineer.
Bueno pa mentionin kita para
from the pending investigation no? From the City Engineer's Office, tabla kanila tasa daw proyekto del NHA, especially during the C3R, tabla daw kanila no off limits ustedes. Kung mga engineer the city engineers dato na.
Porque sila off limits?
I don't know, maybe because this is an NHA project of the national government and precisely our LGU, the city government, has nothing to do with it. It has no role practically in the construction.
I am even a little surprised why NHA came up with some cockamamie excuse that they cannot attend the inspection yesterday when this was scheduled for them to be accountable for these buildings that they constructed.
Well,
Sila mismo ausente sila. Cosa les cuso dila?
Well, to be fair with NHA, kay sabi man tulong, when President Duterte came in, kasi nakita nuevo NHA General Manager, I think si Mr. Escalado of Davao City also. So nuevo sila. When this news reached their office, sila mismo carried sila India team from NHA Manila. Unfortunately, the people will only be available by next week. Por eso, bene sila kika na to next week.
Ansina.
Pero kita, LLGU, especially, kaya kita information data para pwede kita man-share with NHA Manila, continue mo kita.
Now, in the meantime, what is being done to make Mr. Indanan, the regional director del NHA, or regional manager del NHA, to be accountable for this, and the contractors who undertook this project, ang mga subcontract nila niya. Bakit mo na, elabletan ka na ito, kaya kapahito na otro nasyon yung termination yan na.
Well, el problema...
Milyones sa sagil pandisyon, ha?
Si, actually ron, duele pa aki, in 2012, sinditang kamali, datong gobyerno lokal, with NHA entra kita na un acuerdo, para kung nakilugar on the Levantal C3R housing units na tulungan ito, man-develop kay NHA, develop it into a town site.
Yeah.
So, amo era el buen plano. El resulta, después siya sa mga proyekto ng C3R housing units, hindi bueno yan sali.
Ese es el candidato na ahora. Cosas él puede hacer para corregir con esa situación y donde con esa mga gente, él pone, si necesita con esos, no ano yung manda ocupa con el building, kaya this is not fit for human habitation. No? It is obvious that it is not fit for human habitation. So where will we be relocating these people at this point in time? Any commitment ba kaya sali ko ng mismo National Housing Authority that they will solve the problem that they created themselves?
Well, commitment na ipakita uwi, no? Kay considering they will only be visiting Zamboanga City by next week. Pero so, in our inspection yesterday, importante ila, again, together with the City Disaster Office and City Engineers Office, importante ila pwede kita manggather mga data para initially we can inform NHA Manila, estel cosa kita mira, if possible, please provide funding for temporary shelter.
Yun yung entender. Remember the time, ta prinsipyo pa lang siya diskubriya que cheneli anomalia na construction del Z3R. Remember Senator Biazon came here, yung mga karate pagkari ko na mismo pader di ilali, para dala mira, kailangan de palso el mga semento kita usa sila na lugar. I remember that. We have even videos of Senator Biazon at that time showing that. Alya pa lang, klaro ya que palso. Ito mga materiales que te kada Mr. Indanan, kasi alin na mismo lugar. I was even wondering why no replacement was done at that time when Mr. Indanan was discovered kasi mga palso materiales di ilali. Command responsibility would dictate that he should have been replaced as regional director at that time pa lang. Pero no iman, dali, continua le. Ele pa mismo continua el proyecto di siyempre. No? So corrective measures were not done except the promise that they would do something to correct the situation, even improve el panalidila. Nakara ko po meta, kaya kabayal mga building, kabayal kwan, todo palso siyempre.
Well, si Mira to, at that time, Congressman Biazon, gusto kel, timira kita kel video, yung bombele ko ng hollow block sa Kabalangkay. Because of that, it became a national news also. Pwede pa kumpone mga kasa ali in particular aki na Santa Catalina, Santa Barbara area. Pwede pa sila kumpone. In fact, there were even units sa Bunga para Planta Nuevo.
Ito el natulungatong, ito el palto.
El malo, natulungatong gali. Ta-construct aming proyekto. Ansin natin gali na sitwasyon.
Yeah. Anyway, si Marie is joining us right now kay Ella Di Suyo sa Historia. Marie Tamayo, good morning contigo.
Yes, good morning, Contigo Ron. Itambién ko lang sa partner si Regia Watt, no?
Tiene ba reaksyon, Marie, con el lao del NHA? Kaya they should be answerable to this, no? We should be able to follow up na NHA para pregunta kung sa nila komentaryo con ese ara. May sila ni aparece na mismo inspection na yan.
Sabi to Ron, useless ang nakita na NHA. Tapos na lang kita man-interview kung Mr. Indanan by chance. Ambush interview. Pero si ano to ng opisina Ron, habla contigo, saka pa to notice 3 days no prior ko na scheduled that interview, saka pa to clearance na NSA Manila. So akaba dito ora aya, anda lang sa otro lugar donde puede sacar también otro historia.
You mean a national government office like the NHA necesita pa clearance sa Manila Reporter para poder sacar kanila sa interview? On the other policy of transparency and governance?
Na, amo na ganyan, Ron.
Yo quiero que pregunta con Mr. Indanan mismo. ¿Ah?
Sí.
And día cuando tal dice controversia que ya descubrí que kita man na siya descubrí que falso nila mga materyales ali, remember? Kita siya una sa expose. Tabi sila kikalapit ta inamura para kaya kita laboka. Hindi ba?
Dapat sila style, Ron.
Para kaya kita laboka. Kaya descubrí que el mga contractor pamilya lang siya padila.
Magtapahan niya lang sila ron. Pero kaya tanin sila nakapalboka del mga local media.
Hindi ba? Kaya mismo mga subcontract dahil sila, puro lang ba pamilya tamin de Mr. Indanan?
Amo man sila kan sila kaya el proyekto, kaya man sapon sila. No, so siyempre, kita naman sapon to el budget kami, Nora, kaya siyempre, como contractor, kaya tanin suman ganansya. So, por eso, el resultado allí falso el project.
Yeah, but esa lo makakuha na que uno igual sa tribo di ila mismo si Mr. Indanan de pecado amo pa ya causa con este mismo locura con ese mga vivientes allí en el lugar.
El cual también gana Runo por causa con ese Runo, el lingat también ahora del mga ocupante allí na otro pa mga unit. Amo también ang ila seguridad kay después ka naman polak atil un unit mas yaman din nga sa sila aura kay before pa ko nete ron mas antes pa daw gali ron saan dahil sila at reklamo ng NHA kay taabla ng atil NHA no si Mr. Indanan si Seno Osteres reklamo numaanda tayo na media anda ka namon di pa sila reklamo na di akong opisina pero taanda daw sila ron ko sa kanila tabla NHA anda lang kayo manyana nila alaman niya na no ay kentabuya man follow up kami sila ron tableta din kanila anda lang kami na pero ron no daw kien tabuya de NHA para anda nila di ilang sitwasyon adi hindi nila magareklamo para ron nademanda sila ara con el NHA para compone di ila magakasa kaya sila ron si compone tali sila para mira sila si el buenamente el componida de ese o hindi
aquí va si Jawo este tiempo no cosa el acción del gobierno local de Aton concierne con ese a la situación que descubrí. ¿Qué cosa acción del gobierno local de Aton?
Well, ahora ron, no, como tablagan si Mambeng, sige ta, necesita kita el ondo investigation. While it is true talaga kami na area, initially to gather facts and information para pwede kita man share with NHA Manila. But of course, no, ben klaro ko sa tabla alkalde, we feel that we were shortchanged practically as naton loko necesita kung nakilos responsable ay imprenta kat kaso amo kat el cosa kererel daton alkalde even sanggunian panlungsod in their last session doon pasa tamen sila resolution kasuporta con el lamada del alcalde para na un-ondo investigasyon.
El pregunta sa na we were shortchanged but what action will be take to make sure that some corrective measures are done and justice will be served?
Well, una-una, importante is to NHA to provide funds for the repairs, si pwede pa, if not to replace el mga units ali. And secondly, para hindi sayang, hindi pa mas repeat otra vez planta kat kaso kung nakilos mga liable debe.
Dato dia pa sige, descubrí dato dia gade. I was even expecting when descubrí que el mga anomalía más antes pa, el cambia ya con el mismo NHA director aquí. Ngayon man siyempre, el mismo lang magali. How can you expect a better stew when you have the same cook who bungled up the stew in the first place? You don't expect a different result with the same person doing the same job. Ya claro es que malo el proyecto na primero, pero no pa sila cambia con el mismo director allí.
Si Marie, bisita también na lugar ayer, no? Italaga ng mga videos sa tatali kita mira con mga publiko, no? I pwede pa si explica pa mas cosa también del mga bibientes sa con Marife.
Tabladogan niya kay kung sa pansin doon mo karton lang yung mga kasa. Na naturalmente que el sigari ko el casa li do lo mismo que el sila karton de baraha lang.
Kausagan sila kung ng palabra ron, bulok. Bulok daw di ila kasa. All the while, tapento sila ron, si man-transfer sila para agi, after el Zamboanga Beach, safe sila agi, pero hindi man daw gali. At sinunto ko natin uno nga na okupante, no? Si Mrs. Buklasan, del 2017, niya tiene earthquake at ikanatun. El di na kasa ron, amobe daw gadron. Kaya kabag sila kore pa afuera, kaya tapento sila baka ay man collapse ya.
Considerando que tasalatiara anomalia de si klase, si Congresista Celso Lobregat sits in the Committee on Infrastructure na mismo Kongreso. ¿Por qué le no puede mandar a hacer investigación con siya con ese del NHA? Inicial yan ang mismo Kongreso para saber kung sa ba debe con ese kwan también. Kaya grande anomalia ito. We're talking about millions of pesos here spent, people's money that is supposed to go kung nila ito mismo mga pobre, víctimas o ahora se pa víctima otra vez.
Magana el sentimiento, no, del IDPs Kenya conforma. Sila allí ron, mezclo sila ron. Kenya estaba na Riondo, Mariki, Santa Barbara. So, ya conforma sila, transferi para allí after el Zamboanga Beach. Kaya naman sila doon de Volpe Casa, no? Ya conforma sila transferi para allí. Para man-discover lang daw gali kay amo lang siyempre di la sitwasyon, no? Igual del Zamboanga Beach, hindi siyempre sila safe. So, kasi si Aura, nademanda sila Aura ron, con el NHA gali para componer nila magkakasa. Uno también del magarazón ron, no? Porque tiene inspection ayer, el grupo de Candaserjawo y otro maga-oficina like el CDRRMO, el City Engineers Office. Amo para saber si cuánto gayo todo out of 383 maga-housing unit aliron, amo para saber sila si cuánto pa el defectoso, para saber sila si cuánto familia el que debe sila reloka.
No, el pregunta niya ahora, allí lang ba natulungan itong sel depektibo? Hindi palabra depektoso, depektibo. No? El question siya ahora, el depektibo niya ba, allí natulungan itong lang o onse po itong mga lugar? Kaya no ipakita diskubri. Jowo.
I hope natulungan itong yun.
This is also part of monitoring, ha?
Tama, I agree.
Sila naman, somewhere along the way, yapal siya na monitoring na tipo yung proyekto. Who is supposed to supervise this? And why is it that they are giving instruction kung mga ingenyero ng syudad que no mira ako ng proyekto? Off limits. Yun ay intended siya.
Supposedly ron, no, allowed era kita, no, LG human monitor guys closely, kay kita el end user de ese.
We will be the ones accepting the project porque man sila nung kaya to Madam Mira. Igual na siya kabuta konsuito casa. Si tu el dueño del casa, ta konsuito, na naturalmente makikita yung ingenyero ta supervisa ko el proyekto, tiene tu derecho para inspeksyonar ko el este mismo proyekto, di ba?
Na, keber tamen turon, no, keber tu. 383 units ni Alvina Zitri Arturo Ngatong, kuno lang el ingenyero del NHA kaya taman monitor con el asida del mga kasa agi. Nakaber to, out of 383 units, un ingenyero lang tan monitor con ese, pakinali po naman monitor en bonamente con ese.
And as a matter of practice, susto observation di Marie, as a matter of practice, especialmente mga basyada del semento, debe antes to basyad, siya nakatalikin tamira. Si among balmesklada del graba, arena, semento, pati si husto balbasyada, para siguro kita kay lieno katle.
Na, el question sa di, si katapalta sila ng inyero di, di kin ba sa responsibilidad? How do you expect to accomplish something si palta gente para kurigi ka asikurar el proyekto di on the very first place si palta sila gente naman yun sila prinsipya, di ba?
Siguro tamen sa apuro ya sila ate kay tan presyo ya kanila sa city government kay 100 delay at el ila completion del C3R
naara ka tetara o ya kompeta sila pero hindi man namang siyempre la sida then naturalmente mandalang kanila lasa otra vez.
Dali, no? El mga okupante di ron, tamandi nga sila ni sila, si manda kanila relo ka, conforme manda sila relo ka kanila ron, pero tamandi nga sila kay inconvenience también daw na diila también lao kay man empake tamen, mang kargada tamen otra vez erdila mga galamiton. Pero okay naman daw, basta siguro lang daw si ay compone ko sa mga unit ali en buenamente ato de barato niya daw ron kasa dali kanila.
El pregunta te ara yo c'è una variazione al Malacañang concerne con este cose a reporta al alcaldesa di Aton.
Well, as far as the LG is concerned, naipakita India, I don't know, pero naipakita yung legal office letter, information to the President of the Republic of the Philippines. But we hear outside, even from other friends in the media, it's any mismo mga information, yung pwede sila relata ng mga amigo tandila ng Malacanang.
And but I think it needs positive action on the part of the local government.
We will wait.
Okay, you see, the more we delay on this, the more injustice is being committed kung ito mag-ahente también. Di ba? Then, basta an expeditious action on the part of Malacanang, sa National Housing Authority, nakay sa baho sa kanila direktamente tamén, di ba? So, si tiene sa responsibilidad ng mga persona di quien responsable con esta anomalía.
Aquel video ron tada ni Mira la Aguera o parte del wall. Si chucha to dito mano ala, pwede to hala arena. En kuan arena no hay mezcla.
So ¿qué quiere decir eso? Más que agua no hay sila mezcla junto con ese.
Baka no hay gayod, no hay cemento, no hay agua.
Ay la vida muy amable no sabe igual man kada de tribo di ila la mismo director del TNT, ¿por qué man hacer loco kanila sina klase?
Actually gani ron, for example, siya naman kita sa style na kaabs, amo sa El Kentamira composed by the LGU and some government offices para mirayera la sitwasyon del mga police.
Ya ka dapat si Marie.
Este mga issue ya presente in even asking engineering danan with the contractor para atende un meeting pero no se sucede.
Anzina. You know, engineer Indanan, engineer Bale? Engineer Indanan needs to answer for a lot of things. And there's a lot of accountability that he needs to answer for.
Sabi to, ko sa pa otro sayang ali ron na lugar. Ese lugar ali electricity na tulungan tong arriba So si Subito Parali, actually siya ni pasibin alto camino antes to ligali. Even fresco ron. Bonito viento. Ayer, ben caliente air, if you notice. Pero talya kami mga alauna, alas 2 del tarde, na pwede kami mambira-bira. Kaya hindi kailangan sina de calor. So fresco el lugar. So really for a community, bonito kayo. Kasi siguro mga alas 5 ali, tamirayo, fuerte el viento.
Yan, pero si ese
sayang kayo.
Ya se sayang el esfuerzo, oye. Ya gasta el gobierno. Malagad din sila aquel fondo donasyon pa también kaya sa de otras naciones.
I think it's more of NHA funds.
NHA funds.
Cuánto billion también si pondo ya dali con el NHA and DPWH.
El pregunta sa niya, aragal kay NHA funds, pan lang también bastante razón para tomar ventaja ka de Pio-Pio. Doon naman mo.
Bin sayang kayo del proyekto, duele para kanatun. El biktima ali mga zamboangueños.
Definitely heads should roll, no? Hindi tayo amon, hindi sa debe dehalangan sina. Bastante dakuan niya kipimi lang kita kibiktima na syudad de Zamboanga. It's about time that some action should be taken so that tabla sila, aquello mga kien responsable con este robo, debe también contesta, no? It's about time that some head should go to the chopping block con este kane anomalía y este robo que sucede allí con este kane mga wandiaton. So, anyway, good AM, Sir Ron, ¿quién gale el contractor del housing allí na tulungatong? ¿Quién ba daw el contractor?
Bill Ray.
Bill Ray daw.
Bill Ray Construction.
Na Bill Ray ba? Manila based.
Manila based daw sa contract.
Na, depa yaman subcontract kung nagkuhan allí. Local diato allí. El bill rate lang yung ganalya, pero yung subcontract, kung lang siyempre, mga pamilya lang siyempre di engineering danan.
There are even talks, no? Akil basyada del cemento daw. Si imbes daw area si hinahinay, meaning to say, akil ba era altor de 4 pies ron. Basya 2, depe hinahinay, depe si talya, chucha 2. Chucha 2 na. Kung manakasabag kita sa los demás, para siguro
at septic lang doon, de kanya lang.
Para siguro to kilyeno ka di cemento. Ali daw gali, iya daw sila basyada un tiro, 8 pies el altor. imagine to Ben Aldo, so, klaro lang at resulta rin ni Mas, nagkatlaman.
So, wala sila.
Nagkatlaman.
Anyway, good morning. Sir, numalang Sir Vladimir number. Pabor lang kami pidi ayuda about diamond allowance na CAFGO. Si Ma'am Mayor Beng Climaco yan start dali ka namon allowance del July 6, 2017. Dali ka namon 2,000 pesos yan increase aura 2018. Sa si Ma'am 4,000 pregunta naman sir si Ondia hasta aura may pa man kami resibi pa daw dila allowance. Dali daw ante pa si Ma'am Beng porque daw aran may pa daw dali kanila uman release sila allowance, no? Pwede magtaman follow up también, Juan?
Well, I don't know si el CAF gulitan minle akil abajo na kontrata kay entro gobyerno lokal. If that is true, sabi to naman si el releasing del pondo di aton tapi ko sa dali kanila. So I don't know kung sa sucede along the way. Usual complaints del mga CAF go at di aton actually.
Nung Ron, iimbita ba contigo daw dito yung best kompanya El Samselco kay anibersaryo do dila. Anibersaryo do dila?
Were you invited?
Kasi, are you celebrating your how many years of institutionalized kleptocracy?
Then mention to Samselco. Sabi ko sa Paduele ron.
No, kasi pa.
Alya na C3R.
May pa elektrisidad.
May pa kuryente.
Ay, nako.
Sabi pa to add kasi ba
insult to injury. Insult to injury.
Kung nairida basta patusal. El mga gente ali, mga IDPs, dato mga bibientes, when they were given at a time by the DSW, I think an allowance of 10,000 pesos kay amo manel usapan sila man shoulder el payment na Samselco. Sabi ko sa daw isusede. Dos linya daw kel. El uno aquí tanpila ang mga IDPs sa Kelsen from the DSWD 10,000. Sabi daw to na punta del Puerta. Tiene ken ta cobra 6,500 para mo dal pago ko ng Samselco para pwede kanila konekta electricity.
So yapaga sila.
So yapaga mga pobre. Kaya ba no kaya kuryente?
Yapaga sila pero may kanila dala siyempre elektrisidad.
Mga mas na nyo ya.
Nakin kaya kolekta.
Amo si Aral utro pali debe imbestiga.
Nandun lang to dalit naman sa makikungkin gente no? Kaya bakal timora tadalit tayo sa sila kaya manada alma na mundo baka kelkenya kolekta nila sa Samselco alma lang
I'm not blaming our IDPs el mga biktima del guerra.
Naturalmente eso tabuk sa alivio na vida.
Akil ba you trust people because they belong to a certain agency and you expect them to do their function. Pero ending gali, siya natin kumiyong bira-bira lang ba? So, wala pa rin kami kuryente.
Yan ba lang kore-kore sen? Nakil gente de kolekta, de nenechitan ken?
Actually, la opisina, nung kaya rehablang di keng opisina.
Naturalmente, abata de ka naman para pwede kita koteha. No? De NHA ba kaya kolekta tamyan?
Imagine to kwanto kala?
6,000 pesos per unit.
Per awardee.
Per awardee. Quanto awardee sa Lichene?
Man-compute lang to at 300 awardees.
At 6,000 pesos. Grande ka tilsen. Siguro que ya podía plantar su mismo mansión también. Anyway, Taquiara, el report de Commander T este tiempo también. Commander Ilyong, come in. Commander, good morning.
Sí, buenas contigo Ron, buenas también con Consejal Joe. El anoche na ita na casa de aquella víctima gane de con quien llaman corriente, no, llega cuerpo de si J. Niño Gregorio, un 13 años de edad, bata, quien ya kaila po na manga. Yaman sangit na alambre del corriente, no, del
J. Niño Gregorio.
Sí, 13 años, un grade 4 estudiante na talon-talon elementary school. El bata y magaling kay el Murigal liba pa ko na sa mga City Medical Center pero yan dispidi siyempre el bata, no. Na
Cosa se subire na manga che tapiccola sa camanga lang.
Sì, queste mangas, quelle no di mangas del polo manga del iglesia no, el cheras del iglesia Fatima no, alila talon-talon. Kasi sila tali lang at atras deste iglesia Fatima Drive guys sa Talamadila lugar. Na el tatay nana no ay ali na casa kay por causa gale na trabaho sila dos no. El o tata como driver también el nana un janitress daw no nali na Pilar College na no ay sila na casa mga bata lang tali daw si Niño J Niño no hay daw klase ese tarde so taliste na casa y después mira siguro tiene mangali anda subi y después mukhela quebrador rama ya cae encima del corriente na live wire mukhela causa del de su muerte so sina el cuando por causa con ese alambre no del
kita sa esta clase storia no bin huben pate bata no
ya causa la de su
el barangay li cosa ba ya cuanta bien dale macchina assistenza na con eso también
may pamagita pero yan kwento kita con el nana no con el tatay nana desde si J Niño si Mrs. Evangeline Gregorio el nana kay hablo kanila kay man advice kanila si tal kaso man anda sila na barangay man mira si cosa puede hacer para poder
esa línea de electricidad porque tan nasa Sina lang también del cuadro niya dul un poco delicado man sa klase Sina
tiene poste kayo mira kita kay aquel onde kita sa video adentro pa aquel tiene también otro línea allá mukhel allá dos wire que pasa na poste y que le causa el vida lo que alto que el pone manga ya kay ele yan sangit ele na dos líneas del alambre de este corriente del subcelco so yan nakostado no pati na pieza tiene que madura el bata
Praticamente di su pieza li trompesa con la linea lì
sì che se nakostado yan
¿Quién es el mamá allí de bata?
Ito de Colorado. Dan uwi kita kanila anoche taman blame uno y otro no kay por causa ng mga bata sila lang al tali na yan dali ta kanila kaste numasya lang man blame uno y otro.
No hay ese culpa ni ningún persona.
Kay
accidente kaya sucede no.
Amo gani.
El mga bata gani kayo kaya makinyo gani ante kundo bata mira yung manga.
Ay
tama. Makin kita siguro si Jawo tapos ba tumang taklasan din. Napunay manga.
Those were the days. Hindi ka good climate.
Na yo antes cuando lo mismo del tambilihan lang yung tapo mo na punay ko ali.
Ito mga tempo no may atri.
Kasi mga puno dilikaw. Commander no. Debe sa kat manera kay mga bata diato bien agresibo, bien pronto kasi sila mo so mira si puno sinasubi lang kayo so
yeah pero ese también nalikwad kaya doon pasada sa na privado kwanse de pelinya de San Celco live adentro tayo entrada na mismo edificio
pasa ng mga entre mga puno
primera cosa debe ka lang cortes sila kuno sa mga rama también ka
debe lang kay taman sangit sa mga kwano
hindi sa susunod siya corta sila kung mga rama ni mas temprano para hindi siya kung mga bata también
sa Galipuno na talis na dila na Fatima no Fatima Iglesia dila sa lugar ali na detrás de Segale Fatima este si J Niño mukhel alegrote do bata que mugale dolorido hasta mga classmates suyo andali anoche kaya ano kita, kaya kung taliman sa la Merced, no, pero yan, liba ko leste para na casa di ila, alina talon-talo na Fatima.
Anyway, kanya lang, no, mga buen vecinos diyaton, si pwede man dali makimpakilaya lang asistensya. Kung ang barangay opisyales sa na talon-talon, pabore lang ta manera si pwede dali asistensya kong pamilya, no, kay tabi rin necesita sa un poco ayuda tamen. Kung mga good neighbors diyato na yun na talon-talon, if you can makinkilaya, no, pass the hat para pwede dali asistensya kong pamilya también.
Okay,
Di condolence to the family.
Condolence to the pamilya, no?
Amultan extend kita, no, condolence ko la pamilya.
Sabi ko, el man kuan ko sa pase, mayore diaton, todo tatay nana, taruga ke el dila anak amul entera kanila, hindi sila entera ko dila anak. No?
Sí.
Bien duele katese para con un tatay nana, que sila entera ko dila anak. Ay, la vida muy amable, oh.
Araste ron konsehal mugaring
¿Cuánto man hermano se tiene si el víctima?
5. Si J Niño, el acá 4. Quiere decir, porque el uno mujer, bien menos de todo, ¿no? El mga los demás grande aman. Ya estas dos na casa kay por casa half day lang daw klase. Mira ka siguro tiene fruta, el manga, andas de subili na po, no?
Bala ko lang mga kung tatay na no, ta kuan kita, ta kondolegat kita, pero no hay razón para man-blame ustedes con los del cuerpo, con la cosa eso se de con los ustedes anak, no? Kay aksidente se, no?
Amo el table kanila kay aksidente se, no hay quien quiere se cosa sucede. No más se man-blame uno y otro, película lang con ese, con el atende, no? Con este gane, mortorio de este gane bata que queda víctima de ese de llaman corriente del ayer este mediodía sucede, no? Yan ileba con el bata para na hospital y declara el doctor que murió tarde mo pa lang sila pwede reporta na jaton pulis mabanda mga alas 4 pasada del ayer tarde. Okay, vamos al jaton report acerca de este corriente. El next report jaton acerca la bypass operation ya también del jaton mga pulis del anoche tiene arresto del 3 mga persona del personal del police station 6 Alina Tetuan, donde yan conduci bypass operation, una Alina Santa Maria y el segundo aquí on del Canelar Moret. Oo, ya pwede gali arresta ko lang 3 mga persona. Alina Canelar Moret, ya pwede arresta ko lang si William Parajado, 29 años, de Alice de Canelar Moret.
Este es de verde.
Sí, este de green. O sea, si Parajado.
Joven pa kayo.
Oo, yan pwede ko lang arresta durante el bypass operation. Se le puede kumpiska ko nele el mga paraphernalias pesador y también el mga droga prohibida y también el money. El first pandila first bypass operation ya puede arrestar unas 2 personas quien no quiere que ganatun dali miral cara, no, de aquel 2 personas que yan puede arrestar, no, el de otros mga personas también del police station 6 na Tetuan, el kanda Alexandrus Manug, 42 years old, y el 50 años si Nasser Castiri. Todos estos sila de Navarro Court, Barangay Santa Maria. Estos mga sospechados yan arresta también durante el bypass operation del jaton mga personas del police station 6 na Tetuan. So estos 3 mga personas talian na kustudiya del jaton del jaton investigador del caso del police station 6 Alina Tetuan. Okay, el next report jaton acerca un aksidente vehicular. Sabi kita un aksidente vehicular lang, no? Alina ba na barangay de Baliwasan. Ya pwede kita
Rapi pa Bartolio mo biya dito ka, no? Ese.
Kita pwede andalino ka banda alas 4 pa pasada del tarde del ayer. este el vehicular accident, pero anoche podita sabi kay Yamunigad el biktima. Un driver de motorsiklo na baliwasan baliwasan Chico, liste cerca la building del DepEd, no? Yan dos truck de Philippine Air Force, convoy sila kay nakargas ng mga drum de gasolina, na convoy na dos truck entrusted motorsiklo. Okay ba, road naman
dan sikot-sikot.
Overtake ka na itong sinalaw derecha, entrust de ele.
Yo gayot na Zamboanga, Detodia junto kami ni Comandante, manlingid ka ito mga motorsiklo ke, akatapensa sila dila lang al kamino, kataman sikot. Kami talya tapasa, inamura ko lalete ko sa ataud. When you do that, you take extraordinary risk. El aksidente ta silang apa contigo. El ataud ta sa apa contigo ya.
Vamos kung sa pasa ko este taman na Honda Wave 110, si Alharit Ali 18 años de
bata, joven
pa ngayon, no?
Onde le tupada ko nere.
Kalarian na. Entrales con dos convoy truck, dos sige dito truck, no?
Yan suutle.
Yan suutle na medyo de So el truck kay por caso ben alto ese truck, no? Grande no hay puede notar driver, entrale na medyo, puede ko le alcanza, no? El bumper de con el atrás del disyo motorsiklo, amo que el causa que tupa di su cabeza, no? Na mas kinta usuman el helmet, pero na golpe, tupa di su cabeza. Liba pa con para na hospital,
no hay naman ipit con el mismo truck.
No hay naman ipit, sino yan bangga no, di su cabeza na impact, yan muriste del anoche, pwede kami sabi kaya murigal anoche, no?
Debe el tío diaton también con ese mga de motorsiklo, na otro mga lugar, hindi to de basta puede sacar la licencia para el motorsiklo, más stricto sila, nadalida de licencia para motorsiklo, contra con el licencia que te dale para manejar tu coche. Kaya siya ganun, you have to have extra precautionary safety measures when you drive a motorcycle. Na como esa klase, man sikot-sikot contigo, así do lo mismo do aquel do nalimans to.
Tan swerve sila.
Swerve.
Tinabot tamira to do takusta yan na kami ng motor.
Pensabale kasi él si Vin Diesel. Amo yung mantanesi, katamira sila na sine, takopyatan sila mga joven diato nagi.
Por causa con tabiyahan sila na baliwasan Chico, igual sila direksyon, ako sa con dos tal convoy truck, amo que le alcanza con So, el anoche, sabita con el investigador que...
Ya muri siempre.
Sí, yan, pero yan sila settlement, no? El driver del Philippine Air Force, pati el pamilya del biktima. So, yaman settle sila con el driver, no?
Hindi mo naman kakulpa tayo del truck allí, kaya yan overtake adelante.
Sí, pero más que costal vida, no, so en hold sila con el driver del Philippine Air Force.
So, detenido siya ara?
No hay man kulele, actualmente, no hay man kulele man detain kay yan, procuraman sila arregla, no? Todo el gastos ng hospital y también mga cuantos arreglo que hace sila no anoche. So then hold lang ko alina investigation section del no del police station 11. Sa abla ka natin el investigator na siya procuraman sila arregla ko siguro hindi mas posiblemente ay pone pa adentro la celda con el mismo driver, si puede man sila mangkwento el pamilya desde cada biktima pati el driver gala desde del Philippine Air Force.
Seguiditos gayot el accidente que te sucede durante el día de 21, Ay, vida muy amable,
sa poco sangrino acerca de este mga klase de mga incidente que sucede del anoche, ayer, no, en principio. Este vehicular accident, taliste ng mga poco temprano paste, di dia mga alas 4 pasado siguro sa del tarde. Ya so side por eso nakita po sa ka-video pero check ka natin ya imbia el gane video que nanisita kita. So esa lang kita puede sacarlo el footage que puede darle mira con el dos truck del Philippine Air Force que tali la scene on the sucede accidente vehicular. So kuan lang kita hindi ben por causa vehicular accident lang man pero costa del vida gane 18 años jovencito de Upper Calarian. Okay Ron, amo lang sa Timio report Ron para na Dateline Teleradio, Emil Tuman reporting.
Kaya ko na Jowo al pregunta no. Thank you very much Commander T ko na report no. Good morning Sir Ron and Sir Jowo. Siyo ko ng gobyerno dahil lang ka ko ng housing project ko ng mga evacuees ko ng mga couples for Christ pati gawad kalinga may pakuskus balungos akabaw dayo del casa guaranteed zero corruption anda sila mira ko ng housing project ali na Lobregat Village na Putik pati na Ayudahan Center ya dali libre el CFC, Couples for Christ, classical example of no bureaucracy. Na mamaya gana si Chinebe, kung kita kay mahmalo pa si Mandase kung de gobyerno ka ha? NHA pa gayot.
Si actually ron, alin na tulong atong resettlement. Siya time na mga quantos units given by Gawad Kalinga. Husto ka tablo el texter bueno la sida tan enjoy ka daton mga beneficiaries el casa. And just to share another information, el question kasi kosa batas el gobyerno lokal in terms of monitoring. Sabi to otra vez ron no. El construction de mga units by the NHA sila sitase, sila tan monitor, sila ta checkya. What is the role of the city engineer's office? Una alil importante after the construction, after the issuance of the building permit, el locational clearance, el occupancy permit. El occupancy permit. So aligalit tamen na proyekto del NHA na kabaluay, controversial tamen siya. Hinay-hinay kita tan issue occupational permit just to make sure que el casa que dali kita permiso para pwede okupa imbunamente. Tan repair gaya del NHA.
Actually, el reaction na no 7377 actually hindi lang sa mga workers or dahil minamadali ang trabaho kundi talagang tinapyas sobra-sobra ang budget kaya ganyan ang resulta ng project. Ganon din ang nangyari sa Tacloban. Hanggang ngayon, yung mga housing di pa rin natapos ang mga bahay. No? So, el NHA doon notoryoso ya kaya makina Tacloban igual tabi ng problema.
Luzon, akin mga NHA kasi tamen entra kag kadamay. Diba? Blakan ng presidente, ibigay nyo na lang yan. Kondensita presidente, gawa tayo na mas maganda pa.
Anyway, mira kita, konese kay debe, as I said, no? Some heads should go to the chopping block for this. Hindi lang si debe dehan sina. El special guest yato na raw nato, Jowo, no?
Nato, si.
Kada Earl Roder, International Law, Society of Ateneo. The president of Ateneo will also be with us at Kiba. Si Attorney Ryan Delenia, WIMSU moderator del debate club. El topic di ato dali will be on moot court competition and on international humanitarian law. Ahora sa un rato kaya dami ka sa mga.
Aron rato before I go to my office.
Sa 30 minutes pa man, tara alas 8 pa mga to.
7:45. Sabi ito.
Sir, ese divorce, gasto lang ese. Gasto lang se. Esos mga apabor, liba ko na esos na Davao. Na Davao do Crocodile Park para aserta sila. Manada kita mga problema, umenta pa kung nasa do problema de divorce na kay reaksyon nete ko ng cosa ya pasa noticia que el Cámara de Representantes más reciente ya aprobó ya con el bill del divorce.
Kasi pa siya approval? Plenary o?
Nakuanse for this kay ya aproba sila con el consolidated version.
Committee.
El committee. House Committee on Population and Family. No?
Member ba dito mga kongresista ali o
wala man naman. Si Laguna Representante Sol Aragones, Edsel Lagman, of course, Speaker Pantaleon Albert, kaya nagkatalik ko din, Secretary Lechupe at Chupepe.
But tambagan si Speaker Alvarez, he belongs to the Manobo tribe.
What Manobo tribe?
Kaya daw tam practice kanila ala tan allow daw.
Multiple marriage.
Only to find out gali kay same tribe. Yes, that is allowable except kitsa nagala to permiso del Muer pati del tatay na del Muer.
Well, just as a reminder to Speaker Alvarez, if you know the law, only Muslims are allowed multiple marriages in this country. Even other faiths, makinal Mormon ganin, may gani El Plazo para multiple marriage even if it is allowed in the religion.
I'm sure that will be a very, very controversial.
It's going to be a controversial debate, Ese, kaya kita sabi ko, dahil ito mismo sektor, dahil ito mismo religyoso sektor taman diyaton, konsyene ko nese, I don't know, maybe this can be another topic for debate na naman. Debate club diyaton.
Mga guests later on, mga Vatican debaters. So you will be entertained. You will be entertained with the questions and answers that mga guests later on.
Anyway, kwan diyaton na for kaso del international humanitarian law, kaya sila kuma mute moot court. Kaya kundusi. So, cosa quien va a participar con este debate también, ¿no? Es el cuento de ato na kinaprograma del Dateline Teleradio 7:29 in the morning kay de Biblia de Zamboanga aquí na programa que ustedes que al Dateline Teleradio. We'll be back right after this very short reminder.
You know you want it, so come and get it. You know you want it, so come and get it.
Give in to your obsession. Enjoy bite-sized choco butternut, cheese trickles, and more with the new Dunkin' Donuts Obsession Sampler.
Finally. LB Supermarket. Shop at very affordable prices. RTW, school supplies, appliances, houseware, grocery items, wet market, homemade, food court, with free parking area. So shop now at LB Supermarket. Priyo pa, barato pa. LB Supermarket Realty Complex, located at right along Veterans Avenue Extension, Zamboanga City. Bigger, better, greater, your partner in success. LB Supermarket. LB Supermarket Tugburan is now open to serve you. Come and visit the newest branch of LB Supermarket. LB Supermarket, your partner in success.
Pananakit ng gasolina, daghan ang bilib sa kaepektibo sa talang hot process oil.
Going! Agoy, aha plus! Aha plus, napitala no. Oh, salamat!
Bilis lunas ang taglay. Pagpadayong gigamit sa kadaghanan.
Away ayo! Kasing mansa! Bawat haplos na may tala na plasyos.
The magic of radio.
Here we go. This is the epicenter of music entertainment.
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
Giving you the most complete radio experience.
Trusting the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous.
We are today's best music.
Magic 95.5.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentan con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este es Dateline Teleradio. Taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guía el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene que ver con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este es Dateline Teleradio. Aquí na gbpitv11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Todos ti, aquí na Dateline Teleradio.
¿Cuántos eres na law school ara dati na iyo? Okay. Anyway, Ken Bibigyan sa Buanga, we're back. Aquí na programa del Daytime Teleradyo. I was talking to Mr. Laro, their future
Attorney Ryan.
Attorney Ryan Dalina también. They will be our guest luego un rato in a programa del Daytime Teleradyo, no?
Para so, ito mga tamira ko na Dateline na kusang topic na
man kwento kita programa del moot debate nila on international humanitarian law, no? Probably later on maybe we can invite them also for another debate on television with regards to the debate on divorce también. Nasabi natin sa issue del divorce, takuya l'attenzionara del todo na internasyon diaton de más reciente el Catholic Bishops Conference of the Philippines tiene di lahat reaction con ese, contrary to what romance novels writers would want the readers to believe, there are no perfect marriages in the real world. This was according to the Catholic Bishops Conference of the Philippines, President Lingayen Dagupan, Archbishop Socrates Villegas. In a statement titled CBCP Position Against Divorce Bill and Against the Decriminalization of Adultery and Concubinage, Villegas said that while it is not easy to make relationship last, learning how to work out differences and not resorting to divorce is the answer. Tiyan ka lang movimiento para man-decriminalize ko na adultery and concubinage? Huh? Who initiated this? Speaker Alvarez? It seems we are trying to look for excuses to commit a lot of infractions. Marriage is and ought to be a work in progress. There is no such thing except in the limp imagination of the mediocre, starry-eyed writers of romance novels as a couple meant for each other, or a man and a woman who are perfect match. Matches are worked out on earth and not prefabricated in heaven. Ito ko sa tabla LCBCP. He added that once divorce becomes a legal avenue for couples wanting out of marriage, their determination to make the relationship work would be lessened. Divorce would be seen as a quick fix to their incompatibilities. Ito asigun kun Sok Villegas. A failed marriage is not an argument for divorce. It is rather a proof of the necessity that only mature people should enter into marriage, he said. Kasi nuay ote de se hindi pa te mature para enter na casamiento, no mas casa. Na yung ganit, I feel I am not matured enough to get married. Por eso ganito hindi pa ta casa. Ikaw naman. Kwento lang yun, ikaw naman. Pagbigyan mo na ako.
You're not matured enough.
7:36 in the morning aquí na programa que ustedes ganyan Dateline Teleradyo. Uy, eto mo dito notisya, Claims Board LDBD con el 9.75 billones de pesos.
9.75 billion!
Among the Marcos human rights victims. ¿Cuán kasi? Musiki kasi? Ang pwede ba ito bulbe ya?
Sí, according to el chairperson antes del Commission on Human Rights, amo ka din diso yung advocacy tamin. El claims del daton ng mga human rights victim under the Marcos.
El Human Rights Victims Claims Board is set to wrap up its work within the month by publishing the names of the last batch of claimants and eventually dividing the 9.75 billion pesos among all the human rights victims during the Marcos regime. HRVCB Chair Lina Sarmiento said the board will have to finalize until May 12 all the claims, compensation, and reparation of the victims, as he called on all the 75,730 claimants to check the board Facebook page. Contact it through 0999-505-9737 or HR Victims Claims Board at gmail.com to get the updates. Oppositors can still file their oppositions in 15 days, after which the board will discuss the matter, Sarmiento said during the Kapihan sa Manila Bay Forum in Malate yesterday. So, 9.75 billion. Cosa basta, aquel ya puede confiscar con el Marcos cuanta bien o ya podía ba sila mang-claim makatawi na Hawaii? So anyway, 7:38 in the morning, kada biyada sa buwanga kina programa kita ustedes gata al Dateline Teleradyo. Mas kita con mga notisya kita sucede alrededor del nación día en este tiempo. Conforme está tacuan pa siempre no casa gane ese noticia que ahora concern también gayot el Pilipinas con aquel cosa yamantag el US Intelligence que si Duterte daw amenazo con el democracia. What do you think, Mr. Jimenez?
Well,
do you agree with the US Intelligence tag?
I'm pretty sure el gobierno de aton will have a protest con ese issue. Would want the on-the-Masesala report from the intel community of the United States to explain it to them porque ang sinal di la report as
well. El Presidente Duterte's war on drugs and his avowed readiness to suspend the Constitution and declare a revolutionary government are among the regional threats to democracy identified by the United States intelligence community. Hindi ba si Speaker Alba kami na mong pabor ko na revolutionary government?
Revgob.
In the Philippines, President Duterte will continue to wage his signature campaign against drugs, corruption, and crime. Duterte has suggested he would suspend the Constitution, declare a revolutionary government, and impose a nationwide martial law, according to the report Worldwide Threat Assessment of the U.S. Intelligence Community, que ya presenta el National Intelligence Director Daniel Coates last February 13. El presidential spokesman Harry Roque immediatamente yaman dismiss con este report as myopic and speculative at best, but said it was viewed with some concern. Hablale que este do mensaje del americano kasi mas difícil kada amigo ko ng americano. The report said democracy and human rights in many Southeast Asian countries will remain fragile in 2018 as autocratic tendencies deepen in some regimes and rampant corruption and cronyism undermine democratic values. Countries in the region will struggle to preserve foreign policy autonomy in the face of Chinese economic and diplomatic coercion, the report stated. So, ese ara compromet na, may pakita el consciente kita sa tabi ng Malacanang kung nasa gani statement kita sali con el mismo gobierno del Estados Unidos.
Man share este information bro, no? From the Facebook account del daton alcalde di Mayor Beng, considering que next week March 2 ay binayakil daton lower house también, no? Ang mga kongresista para conduce el public hearing del di la version también del proposed Bangsamoro Basic Law. As it accorded to during the Senate hearing, yadala assurance daton del mga senators, particular Senator Angara and Senator Subiri, el chairman del committee kay tagara con ese proposito ley. Taba sila, hindi kat parte del BBL, el Ciudad de Zamboanga. And kuno yan daton alcalde na Cebu para un meeting with the president and some other leaders of the executives, local chief executives from Visayas and Mindanao na Cebu, iablakat ko nila el presidente na dila brief talk. Este ilabla presidente, Beng, dili mo apil. In Visayan
translation.
Tablad ako del presidente that you will not be included.
Dili mo apil.
So very importante este palabra no.
Kailangan tanungin natin kay Mateo Suiro.
Tama.
Ano ba yung dili mo apil? You are not included.
Dili mo apil. Hindi kita entraw.
Hindi ka mo entraw.
This como tablo mga senador, we are not part of the proposed BBL territory. So amos te dali ka tinato no pwede ka resolve abonamente. Hopefully para kumigo lang when the hearing for the lower house next week hindi levantan mga issue kay posible entro kita siyempre. This will be a divisive issue, and I say divisive akil ba dali tayong kanaton unnecessary worries kaya ba tayong baka chene kita tabla posible entro kita li. So abla ka presidente Beng dili mo apil.
Pero al konsyeno di aton hindi man kay abla incluido kita kay sabi man kita hindi kita incluido. Kay por causa del popular voto di aton, we know that we are not included. But what we are worried about are the provisions with regards to the internal waters, that can still affect us here in Zamboanga City and other parts of the region también na sa Zamboanga Peninsula.
I think as far as the internal waters, territory na agua na apply di aton, that will be an issue. To say the least, kay nisita ka diskuti el daton mga
Por eso now how intent and how open are the discussions on that particular issue is a necessita that has got to bring to be brought to light, no, so that people can openly discuss about it. Hindi lang ko na kaya silang pasatamen na sila dolo mismo tapasa ko na sa DP yaman sweep lang under the rug de puti mo rin discovery kita kaya pasay gali kaya gali mga provision kita po na desbenta tamen kanaton, no. So por eso ay gani importante that in the public hearing, if Congress at all will come here to discuss about this BBL, they should be open enough to listen also to us, who are the people affected by this, to be able to speak out. Diba?
Importante aquí, we maintain the same position, especialmente tabakan ni si Mayor Bing. We support el peace initiatives, el peace process que tasa el presidente.
¿Cuándo ba daw binedel Kongreso?
Pecha 2, Marzo.
Marzo 2 ya. So tasa kita pedido otra vez con el mga barangay oficiales de aton, de cada cual barangay aquí en la ciudad de Zamboanga, para enviar el doctor de delegación también en su forta con la alcaldesa de aton durante ese forum. ¿Dónde va a ser el forum?
No hay pakat kita sabi el exacto lugar, no?
Yeah.
Unlike el Senado,
aquel na Polytechnic de todo día, doon un poco juta el lugar, no?
El Senado, just compare, no? El Senado del otro, temprano en coordinate na LGU. But I don't know with the lower house.
I hope more del lower house también, according to que they will be deciding on this, kay mas mayoría sila, mas manada sila kuan niya.
26 February, Lunes, holiday, akilang kanato na syudad de Zamboanga. Posa Razon, celebra kita el Dia de Zamboanga. Alas 6 del agaron. Prinsipyo dito programa aquí. Prinsipyo también el parada. Civic Military Parade di aton.
Si comandante puede siguro mang-cover con ese.
Then alas 8 el programa del de aton gobyerno lokal ay ase ali imprente del city.
Manala kita mga aktibidades para del Dia de Zamboanga que doy vivienda de Zamboanga, no? So take advantage of that. Especialmente el de atong job fair, para aquellos que busca trabajo, yo agat mismo tabla con ustedes, do not lose your opportunity to look for a job.
Mira kita.
And be gainfully employed. Be an asset to society rather than a liability.
Check announcement cuando gane el atong wait.
27 and 28 se, no? El pandiaton, el job fair, no? Allí se na Red Cross. Anyway, 7:46 in the morning.
Red Cross Training Center in Petit Barracks offering thousands of job opportunities.
So talito daw natin mga ahensya diyato, di ba?
Kasi tip kanila siya sila na mga job fairs, baka nung sabi sila, kasi sila debili ba?
First of all, you bring your resume. Very important. Kompleto mga papeles do tedes.
Magdali kita tip ron. Nakal ba resume? Manada mang computer man encode ka din mo namin.
Yan man encode mo namin.
Man kompleto na ready to meet. Diba scribble lang.
If you go for a job interview, dress properly. Don't go there as if doon na kailan mismo parte to del Circo Soleil. Kasi rin yung mga mujeres, kita o kuha na usa ka takal mga kamisa ben sobra ka apretao, sobra de corto, sobra kuha na baka mang kamali ko na tade kita man apply tade pa na circus.
Este bajo na opisina del CSWD Peso Office, otra vez 2-day job fair on February 27 and 28, Red Cross Training Center in Petit Barracks. Mira to offering thousands of job opportunities locally and abroad.
Okay, so that's good news, Anyway, 7:47 in the morning.
Yes,
siguro tiempo naman para mambaybay si Jabo. Dito yung mensahe, Jabo.
Thank you for this opportunity. Otra vez, dato mga bibente sa dato mga IDPs na tulong atong si 3R. The city government is doing its best. We will inform NHA Manila kung sa mga nesesita sila kung sa el obligasyon dila ka natin todo para sigura kita kay todo safe dato mga IDP sali. Of course, dato mga televiewers tawin na radyo Tune in kay Benito el next mga set of guests di Mr. Ronnie Liedo, mga co-debaters. Ikaw kung Ronnie, mahilig kami na debate. So thank you Ron.
Okay, thank you very much, Joe. Muchas gracias por el tiempo que gato na programa del Dateline Teleradio. By the way, lego rato también, kabarkad na Mr. Laroder, Earl Laroder, and si Attorney Ryan Delenia, no? After them, the mayor will also be with us. Confirm niya ba si Matt, no? Mayor will be with us. Amen, lego rato también na programa del Dateline Teleradio. In the meantime, let's pause for a short break while we prepare for the International Law Society of Ateneo and WIMSU también, who will be involved in this debate. Hakikat na programa del Dateline Teleradio. Ora tayo bagotan sa Saturn Plus Herbal Capsule. Ito ay isang herbal antibiotic at immunostimulant. Pinapatibay ang ating immune system para labanan ang lahat ng mga infeksyon at karamdaman. Santon Plus Herbal Capsule in-endorso ng mga eksperto para sa mga UTI, kidney infection, ulcer, TB, pneumonia, ubo, diarrhea at skin diseases. Santon Plus Herbal Capsule na patunayan na maraming sakit ang matutulungan. Santon Plus Herbal Capsule garantisado at epektibo. 13 pesos lang at available na rin ang ating Santon Plus Herbal Oil, Santon Plus Herbal Soap at Mighty C na mabibili sa mga suking botika, parmasya at drugstores. Okay. Let's pause for a short break. We'll be back right after this.
You know you want it, so come and get it. You know you want it, so come and get it.
Give in to your obsession. Enjoy bite-sized choco butternut, cheese trickles, and more with the new Dunkin' Donuts Obsession Sampler.
Finally.
The magic of radio.
This is the epicenter of music entertainment.
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
Giving you the most complete radio experience.
Crushing the competition with the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous.
We are today's best music.
Magic 95.5.
LB Supermarket. Shop at very affordable prices. RTW, school supplies, appliances, houseware, grocery items, wet market, homemade, food court, with free parking area. So shop now at LB Supermarket. Priyo pa, barato pa. LB Supermarket Realty Complex. Located at right along Veterans Avenue Extension, Zamboanga City. Bigger, better, greater. Your partner in success. LB Supermarket. LB Supermarket Tubungan is now open to serve you. Come and visit the newest branch of LB Supermarket. LB Supermarket, your partner in success.
Pananakit ng gasolina na daghan ang bibilib sa kaepektibo sa talan hot process oil.
Going! Agoy, ang haplas! Haplas na may tala, no? Oh, salamat!
Bilis lunas ang taglay. Ug padayong gigamit sa kadaghanan.
Away ayo!
Kasi ba, basang mansa?
Bawat haplos na may tala na plasyo.
Ale, nasa langit na ba ako? Okay lang sa akin, basta't ikaw ang lagi kong kasama.
May in love ka talaga sa bagong Dunkin' Donuts collection. The ultimate chocolate bundle from Dunkin' Donuts. Ang feeling ko,
Nasa langit na nga ako.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentan con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este es Dateline Teleradio. Taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay día el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene que hacer con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este es Dateline Teleradio. Aquí na, GBPI TV11 in 95.5 Magic FM. Todos ay
You know you want it, so come and get it. You know you want it, so come and get it.
Give in to your obsession. Enjoy bite-sized choco butternut, cheese trickles, and more with the new Dunkin' Donuts Obsession Sampler.
Finally.
The magic of radio.
This is the epicenter of music entertainment,
From the north to the southern tip of the Philippines.
giving you the most complete radio experience.
Crushing the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous
We are
Magic 95.5.
cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentan con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este es Dateline Teleradio. Tamanjun con ustedes, más veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay el discusión del día, la mga asunto que tiene que hacer con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este es Dateline Teleradio. Aquí na, GBPI TV11 in 95.5 Magic FM. Todos aquí na, Dateline Teleradio.
Okay, mirando siya bigyan ng programa dahil sa Dateline Teleradio, 7:54 in the morning, kaya doon bibigyan sa Zamboanga. This time, we have very young people here with us, and a lawyer and a future lawyer also who are involved in this international debate, what's it, no? Moot court that they will be discussing about international humanitarian law. Please welcome. We have with us here si Attorney Ryan Delenia del Western Mindanao State University College of Law. Attorney, buenos dias contigo.
Good morning, Sir Ronnie. Good morning ng mga bibietes na mira.
No naman, sir, kay 70 years old lang dati naman, sir.
Sige.
And of course, another young guy, Mr. Earl Laroder from the Ateneo de Zamboanga University College of Law. The International Law Society of Ateneo State, no? Wow, international law.
Yes.
So you want to be an ambassador one day?
Perhaps, maybe. It's possible.
Yeah. Tell us something about this debate and how did you come? I understand that this is a long time preparation for this particular debate. Now, tell us something about this.
Well, initially we started planning this out back in 2015 because Judge Edil Wasip Badiri, who is the professor of public international law both in Ateneo, College of Law, and in WIMSU, brought the idea of moot court competitions here in Zamboanga. Because when we hear moot court competition, it's usually just in Manila. It's just a Manila-based competition. So he brought the idea here in Zamboanga, introduced it to his second-year law students in ADSU and WIMSU. Basically, we had our first local moot court competition, school-based moot court competitions in 2015, both Ateneo and WIMSU. So the idea was the winner from WIMSU, or the champion from WIMSU, will face off against the winner from Ateneo de Zamboanga College of Law in an inter-school moot court competition.
And that's going to happen this time
This
also?
Saturday,
This
finally.
coming Saturday. Wow. So there will be a debate between the best debaters from WIMSU and the best debaters from Ateneo de Zamboanga University, College of Law. Bonito to. Interesado tayo. Why did you choose a topical international humanitarian law?
Actually, this is in relation to the requirements of our second-year students on their public international law class, where we teach them rules of international law, jurisdiction on cases filed for the ICC, the rules of war, and the relationship of states among each other. The topic for the moot court competition will be confined to international humanitarian law, or simply put, in layman's term, we call it the rules of war.
Will there be discussions about el caso también por causa de Presidente Duterte and the ICC?
Well, this is actually a good exercise though, because actually the moot court competition, the simulation is one of the stages in the filing of cases in the ICC. Because you say we have a communication, then we will have preliminary examination, which Duterte is under now. No, the ICC is already conducting preliminary examination, and then we will go with the confirmation of charges. And this is the stage that the portion of the process in the International Criminal Court that we are going to do on Saturday.
Yeah. Maganda sila interesante kay Komplementa, it grabs national headlines right now. And not only in national headlines, international headlines. And the question is, does the ICC have a case against Duterte? No? Considering he was voted upon by a popular vote, so el Kwanzali pregunta, tiene ba base para del caso que taplanta contra con él el mga kwanta bien, no?
That will now be the basis of the preliminary examination. The admissibility of the case as well as the jurisdiction, no? Especially the jurisdiction of the ICC over Duterte, because there are only instances, no, where the ICC can exercise jurisdiction over the case. It's not like in our regular courts na si man file to kaso, automatic man take jurisdictional court ni atud. It's not like that in our...
In the ICC,
it's not like that, yes.
They have to determine on the hindi ba propasa también el mismo sovereignty of a second country, no? So that's the question here. We voted popularly. I didn't vote for him, but the entire country voted for Duterte overwhelmingly. So, el question sa Yara, when he decides on policies of a nation, let's say, for example, on the war on drugs, can that be a basis for sila del cargo criminal que planta con él contra también, since it's a matter of policy of the entire nation, no? So, es el pregunta que kita este tiempo concerning kung nasa kaso uwi kita na ICC o International Criminal Court, no?
That's actually one thing, no? That's why we are here to invite our mga students no? If they could come to Ateneo on Saturday, not in Tumaga, because they can listen to issues and ideas as well as circumstances and the elements when a person will be held liable. For what acts can the person be held liable?
Yeah. You know, I used to participate in a lot of debates when in my younger years. But what rules would you be using in this particular debate that will be held this coming Saturday na? No?
We adopted the rules of the ICRC, the International Committee of the Red Cross, because our guidelines are based from their own guidelines, because the ICRC yearly conducts a national moot court competition on international humanitarian law. So we, our guide, our basis would be from that of the ICRC.
Ansina.
Yes.
Porque el cuadro el ICRC when there are other rules of debate that normally adopted in court, no?
Yes. Well, basically, considering that we participate in the ICRC national competition, we opted to adopt the same rules in our local competition, considering that the winners in both schools will be also our representatives for, I think, October or November. No, sometimes it is held in October or November for the ICRC National Moot Court Competition on International Humanitarian.
I see. You have about 400 students in WIMSU taking up law right now?
Yes, yeah, 439 to be exact.
I keep on asking myself the question, why is it that everybody wants to become a lawyer? Tell me.
Well, I think with everything that's happening around us, people need to be engaged, because we can't just stand in the sidelines. So as I think, especially for young people, they see these problems and they think that they could do something about this.
Yeah.
And the best avenue is to study the rule of law.
Yeah.
And through the rule of law, we could advocate for the things that we believe in.
Yeah, you know, that is the biggest frustration of my dad. No? Kasi I used to be very good with debate, and he would debate with my dad. So you better become a lawyer. He wants me to become a lawyer, but I ended up being a media man. So that was the biggest frustration that he had. That you should have been. Yeah. So anyway, cosa ese debate que él hace, ¿no? Allí en Ateneo, na Kwanse, ¿no? Na Ateneo in Tumaga, is it open to everybody?
Yes, we're inviting everybody, not just students from Ateneo and WIMSU, but everyone else, people, especially here in Zamboanga City, to witness the debate because IHL is a timely and relevant topic here in Zamboanga City because of what happened in the Zamboanga siege.
Yes.
Because that Zamboanga siege is, we could relate that to IHL. Because again, what Attorney Ryan said a while ago, it regulates the conduct of war.
Yeah. It's a good thing that you mentioned that, no? Because Normie Suarez, for example, right now, seems to be enjoying certain exemptions. Que suspended el Juan de Suyo, el caso de Suyo, when there is a pending case for crimes against humanity against him, no? Alcosa ba eso de aquí kadaton, in your opinion as lawyers, I'd like to get your opinion as law students, in your opinion ba, tiene ba bastante base el ciudad de Zamboanga para planta el caso del crimes against humanity con Normie Suarez?
Well, for one, the object of an attack during that time was within a civilian population, which this civilian population are considered to be protected persons under the international humanitarian law.
We are not combatants.
We are not combatants, yes. Only combatants may be subject of a legitimate target, no, in an armed conflict, which is not the usual case. More importantly, there are also, under our international law, if you're going to destroy buildings, facilities, public hospitals, schools, churches, and even mosques, that may also be a ground for the filing of charges against you for violating international humanitarian law.
Ansi, actualmente debe katit na si diskuti kay manada kita mga insidente kita sa sede. For example, Marawi siege, for example, tiene ba el cargo que puede planta contra con mga miembros del ISIS que conduce con eso también, ¿no?
I think in relation to the Marawi siege, that's the reason why it took them some time before they bombed the mosque, where the last bastion of the rebels, because they were thinking that if they're going to bomb the mosque,
that they might
be violating international humanitarian law. That is a protected structure, and there are also civilians inside.
So that goes to show that our military are really professional.
Yes.
El Kwanza di era comprometa kay siya gani, no? I mean, bien manada kaso, manada mga issues kay mga nuevo abogado di atun ta kwanada. I was even asking our IBP, why don't you initiate a debate, especially on issues like, for example, del BBL, no? Okay, apekta ka datun todo kina entero nasyon di atun. Ese issue del divorcio que el afecta con el mismo institución del familia di atun también. Even same-sex marriage. Same-sex marriage. These are issues that we need to discuss as matters of law.
Yes.
And I would urge young people like you who are involved in as students of law to discuss this openly and publicly so that people will be educated, no? Importante era si Kedo Bibida sa Zamboanga que el mga joven di ato makin mga high school, mga maestra di ba attende ko dito klase de mga forum, mga debate, because it is a learning process. I really enjoyed as a student before watching debates, no? Mga competition and debates, and because it's a learning process. You learn a lot of things in the exchanges of ideas, no? So bien importante sa kay attend this kunese. Now, open ba sa mga high school?
Yes, it's open to the public. Anybody can go there. As they just need to present their ID, of course, to the security guard of Ateneo. We already sent our letters to the security office.
So, Kwanze, ¿cuánto el mga debaters diaton kada envuelto ng debate también?
We have 4 teams. A team in a moot court competition, a team is composed of 2 councils. So we have 4 teams, so times 2 because 2 teams in 1 round. So in a moot court competition, I would like just to discuss this. You're given a problem, and that problem in a moot court competition is called a compromise. It's a fictional case. These are not real people or real places, but it talks about a problem that involves IHL.
In this case, it's prosecutor versus Bilbo Baggins.
Yes.
The one from the Lord of the Rings.
Ken Alcon?
Prosecutor versus Bilbo
Baggins. Okay.
The fictional character of the Lord of the Rings.
Are you going to accuse Bilbo Baggins of
crimes against humanity?
He's being charged.
He's my favorite character.
The people better go to Ateneo on the 24th.
He is my favorite character ever since I was in high school. How could you?
Again, it's fictional. It's a fictional. So aside from the compromise, each team will need to present a written pleading called a memorial. So they present this memorial to the judges, and aside from the written, the memorial, they need to there's also an oral round. They need to speak in front of the judges, and the judges can interpolate them while they're delivering their speeches.
I see. ¿Quién man ang mga jurados también? Have we invited the members of the judiciary to be judges during this particular debate?
Actually, we have invited judges. We will be having 2 rounds.
Yes.
We will be having the general rounds from 8 o'clock to
around 10.
10 o'clock. And our judges for those rounds will be, we have Attorney DJ Go, Attorney Cedar Sinon, we have Attorney Marty Gregorio, si Attorney Khalil Lajarato, Attorney Kenneth Beldua, and si Attorney Leandro Dagdag. For the final round, we have a panel composed of 5 people. We have Attorney Sharon Belisario from the City Prosecutor's Office. We have Attorney Nel Edding, a private practitioner. We also have Attorney Giovanni Luistro, also a private practitioner.
That's a good guy.
We also have Judge Shaldidin Bagsadjan. I think one of the youngest, if not the youngest judge, RTC judge here in Zamboanga City. And the other one is...
We have a special
judge.
Yes. We will not disclose as of that.
Anzina, no? So, actualmente bonito este, no? Interesante te mira. I hope that you can put this on television.
Yes, we are hoping that we could partner with gbpitv11 also. Like what you said, Sir Ron, this is to educate and to inform the public.
Yeah, importante sin, okay? Ito mga klase debate por kasi de mga leyes, no? And mira kita kung mga aspiring lawyers diaton go into a moot court, no? And the debate about certain cases. Bonito si kung kita Sinibay niya, mas well-researched pa mga estudyante kaya kung mga abogado na
actually, most of the time mas tabla kami in our professions when we sabi sa tandiamon kwento mga 4th year pati mga tan review for the bar mas mucho pa sabi ko natin mga abogado kay apuro sa del they are well researched actually.
I go back to my basic question: why become a lawyer? What prompted you to become a lawyer?
Well, we see a lot of injustices in this world. I know it's the usual answer, but I still believe it's, for me, the best answer so far. With all the injustices, I took up law here in Zamboanga City. I would have opted to take up law in Manila, in Cebu, or elsewhere in the Philippines, but I took up law here in Zamboanga City because I believe that when you study law, you need to be with the people whom you will serve in the future.
You have to be a lawyer for
the common tao, for the community, for everybody. When we had our internship in Tao, it really touched my heart because people from far-flung places would say thank you. For just a piece of paper, for just an affidavit that I just typed, and I would say really thank you, gracias.
I hope you keep your idealism. Ito na ba si kabaya graduate de pequeña el cosa pasé pasena ba otro ya el perspectivo del abogado, no?
That's the challenge, Sir Ron, for lawyers, for new lawyers, for even law students.
There was a time wherein we had lawyers, they get paid by in cambio lang, sako de arroz lang tatali.
But on my part of experience, kasi manga, saging, crabs, or but sometimes, more often than not, mas man appreciate to kontra na sen. Because you would see people with the little that they have would make some effort just to bring you something. Which really touches my heart.
As future as young and future lawyers sa kanato, no? What do you think needs to be done to improve our justice system so that we can better improve the delivery of justice, Colonel Quandiaton?
Well, in my perspective as a private practitioner, I think like there should be policies that should be implemented by the Supreme Court, specifically on how cases should be disposed. Should be very well thought of. Because sometimes, like the newest system out, katulad sa speedy trial, the idea is good. But I think the policymakers, especially Alia Arriba, are so detached with the realities on the grounds, especially on how many cases are being filed on a daily basis. We would set a case like within 30 days, like from the date of the pre-trial and so on. But if we have 50 cases, 30 cases for that day, then it will be very difficult for the court to hear them all. So the tendency is to reschedule the case all over again. That's actually the problem.
Yeah, too much delay in the hearing of cases. So, do you think the timeline should be set for the resolution of cases?
There is actually an existing timeline. However, it is not being followed. Well, maybe not necessarily because our judges are lazy, but because of the volume of cases.
Palta kita mga judges.
Yes. Palta kita West, palta kita Piskal, palta kita Pau.
Do you think that positions of prosecutors should be something like in the United States or in England siguro que donde separado el prosecutor con allí, no? Tiene sila tiene ranking system para na mga prosecutors dyan. Kaya manatan mga kaso dyan sina klase ara conformeta kay doon mismo doon palta el esfuerzo del prosecutor para man persigue con el caso, no? So tiene sila how do you call it, performance accountability ba on the part of the prosecutor. You have to resolve certain cases or have certain prosecutions according to kung numero el quota dituyo.
Well, I have been talking with some of our prosecutors who are my friends. So, sila monthly accomplishment report naman submit on the number of cases that they have won successfully in court, on the number of cases that are being dismissed, the number of hearings that they attend to. Sila ang sila mga but the problem is right now, like in Zamboanga City, palta kita prosecutors.
So why are there no takers? I mean, we have a lot of young lawyers, but nobody wants to go work as a prosecutor. Nobody wants to take the job as a judge also. Huh? I mean, in other countries, you have young judges. They dayon after graduate school, they go to and then they apply as judges. No, separate no so. Pero
I think one could for the prosecutor, I think one could be one factor ali is the process by which a little appointment ali nadura gayon. It really takes some time. Sometimes it takes a year before you get appointed after application. So siyempre sa dura yan siguro tukan sa espera, you apply in otro sa kaya contigo before your legal appointment. That's
would you care to become a prosecutor?
Yes, no problem. Because I think like what Attorney Ryan said a while ago, a lot of cases are clogged in our Hall of Justice because there are voluminous cases right now, and sometimes when we go to court, we observe in the chambers of our judges, our teachers, the next schedule of hearing would be the next year. Sometimes it will be 2 years from now because puno na siya.
Yeah, and by the time you hear the cases, tagato na City Jail, takrise kuntigo bar na ka.
I have this case last year. We had a pre-trial last year. Our initial presentation of evidence for the prosecution will be in 2021. Yeah, just one yesterday, I was in court. I was attending a pre-trial. There is this one accused. He was charged with Section 14 of the violation of Section 14 of the Dangerous Drugs Act. The penalty for that is only 1 year imprisonment. And he has been in the city jail for 2 years.
2 years already, so time served.
So what he did yesterday was to withdraw.
What if they decide that he's innocent after all? So how it comes?
Well, the decision of the accused yesterday was to withdraw his plea of not guilty and have himself rearranged and pled guilty so that there will be already an order asking him to be already sent out from the city jail.
I don't, deberas lang kita justice delayed is justice denied. So, por eso necesita kita siguro, we should come up with a system wherein we have expeditious quality on the resolution of cases.
And I think one of the best way is to, number one, add additional courts. Although we already have courts.
Do you feel that there should be a separate court to just hear drug cases?
We actually do in Zamboanga City. We have branch 13. But because of the number of drug cases that is being filed on a daily basis, it is now being distributed to all regional trial courts in Zamboanga City because that branch 13 alone could not handle the case by itself.
Yeah. Kaya ba kita family court din yan?
We also have a family court under branch 15.
Yeah, but family court here is not what the family court is in the United States. Okay, at cases do the minors, drugs of the minors, takay pa siya na family court.
Yes. Issues about divorce, annulment, vowsy, matters involving families and minors are being heard in branch 15.
Ansi na. Issue ara por causa desse del divorce law que tapik wala pa sa arali na Kongreso there is also a move in Congress to try to decriminalize adultery and concubinage. No? What are your thoughts on this, gentlemen, as a future and as a young lawyer?
Well, for me, it destroys the process. The mere fact that we penalize people for concubinage and adultery is, number one, to protect the family, to protect the relationship between the spouses. And if we decriminalize this, it's like debauching the rule. So what's the use of faithfulness in a relationship if you could just commit adultery ipso facto right away? So I'm not really in favor of that because there's a purpose why we penalize people for adultery and concubinage, and that's for the family. We go back to the family code to protect the family, to protect the spouses and their children, especially the minors.
What about Attorney Dalin?
Well, no less than the Constitution provides that the family is a basic unit of our society, which is at all times should be protected, and because there are a lot of detrimental effects. No, if we would allow the family to, definitely the wife, just to see other people outside from them. But yes, I am not amenable to that because that would also give just like a license. No, we give a license to people who have the tendency of having affairs.
I was wondering if the proposal came from people who in Congress who have you have second in commands elsewhere.
Yes. And that's actually the problem. If we are going to decriminalize that, then we already remove one protection that we have for the family.
Yeah. Now, because it seems that most of what is being proposed in Congress is an assault and an affront on the institution of the family itself.
Yes, correct.
You even have proposals right now of same-sex marriage, which I think Congress is even taking very seriously also.
Yes.
So what, can it stand LIBP with regards to this, and will it have an influence on our lawmakers?
As of now, the IBP does not have any stand with regards to same-sex marriage.
No, I mean even divorce and other these issues.
Well, I have not seen any issuance. I'm monitoring actually the IBP national Facebook page. They have not released any statement about the matter.
Yeah, because we're talking about the institution of law here.
Yes.
No? Which has been established in our Constitution. Pero si como por ejemplo, pwede lang kita cambia ko na sa ala palestra lang kay China lang kyan na Kongreso ta pensa que necesita sila cambia. Doon un poco dili ka makakita kina nasyon yato también.
Yes, correct.
That is actually, I don't know, the problem. We do not have, I personally do not have a problem in amending certain laws and certain provisions of the Constitution. But I have a problem with the people who is going to do that.
Okay, I think I have to stand up and shake your hands there. Because I totally agree with you. I really totally agree with you. Come to think of it, we're talking about federalism. I was wondering if the people who are supposed to make the decision in Congress, will they be making the right decision for us or for their own personal needs? let's talk. That's another topic that I think you guys need to debate.
Yes.
Federalism. So is this going to be how often will you be holding debates?
Our initial plan is to have it annually.
Only once?
Once a year. But
I was hoping every quarter so that
we could arrange. Actually, Ateneo's holding debates every now and then. And also is WIMSU. We incorporate these things in our classes, not only to keep the students, but also to develop the argumentative skills of our students. International humanitarian law basically is an unknown area, no, in the community. We all know about our domestic laws, but for public international law and international humanitarian law, it's actually, I call it an uncharted water. These are uncharted waters, especially here in Zamboanga City, and we are doing our best to introduce it and to make people know about the existence of these rules.
The question that I would like to ask is that how bound is a sovereign country to follow the international humanitarian law? No? What are the obligations of a sovereign country to follow the mandates of the international humanitarian law?
Well, when we talk about admissibility at first, the general rule, if I'm not mistaken, is the ICC should not intervene in local courts. There should be first consent from a state or a sovereign before an international court takes cognizance of the case. But we go back to the international law principle of jus cogens. These are peremptory norms or conducts that are well established and practiced by the international community. So once it is well established and adopted by international community, it takes the position of a guideline that a state should also follow as a member of the international community.
Okay. There's one more question here coming from 3356. Sir, comment lang, what is your take on sa mga justices that succumb to the politicians in Congress?
Are we going to comment? Comment on that.
What is the question?
The justices who succumb to the invitation. I think he was talking about the
pressures
impeachment.
the impeachment.
Well, as a student of law, as I teach also political science in Ateneo de Zamboanga University, we have what we call the separation of each branch of government. And so that's very important. The executive should be independent from the judiciary. The judiciary should be independent from the legislative. What's happening here, there's a gray area now. The executive is trying to influence members of the judiciary, and that's a problem because there's no counterbalance now between the three aspects of government.
Actually, in our legal profession, we call the justices of the Supreme Court as gods of Padre Faura. You don't see these guys, you only read their names in the decisions that they write, but it's surprisingly
that they are starting to come out.
Starting to come out from the echelons of their of their power, and then they go out and have media interviews, and at the latest they attend impeachment hearings against their colleague.
Well, I look forward to watching your debate, gentlemen. Actualmente, siguro, kung imbitaste ko ng mayor, attend ko na sa debate también. Kaya importante, no? We talk about humanitarian law. We have cases we filed against Ms. Wari. We'd like to find out more about what this is all about and how young people think about international humanitarian law. No? So, anyway, gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
A final word, please invite the people.
We're inviting all the citizens of Zamboanga City to witness the first ever Zamboanga City Inter-School Moot Court Competition on February 24. That's on Saturday. This Saturday in Ateneo Grade School Complex in Croix Campus in Tumaga. This would be Battle of the Wits and Will versus Ateneo College of Law and WIMSU College of Law.
Well, I'd like to say good luck to WIMSU, but I'd like to say go.
Well, I'm also ready for Ateneo, so go Ateneo.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go to a short break. We'll be back. The mayor will be with us sa kina programa del Dateline Teleradyo también. Ahora sa un rato after this very short break. Thank you.
Thank you.
YOLO game. You know you want it, so come and get it.
Give in to your obsession. Enjoy bite-sized choco butternut, cheese trickles, and more with the new Dunkin' Donuts Obsession Sampler.
Finally.
I love Budget-Wise because stocks are organized and complete.
I love Budget-Wise because of the free parking space. And I feel so relaxed and very secure while shopping for budget items.
I love Budget-Wise because it is convenient and affordable.
I love Budget-Wise kasi di ilang mga empleyado courteous and friendly.
The magic of radio.
Here we go.
This is the epicenter of music entertainment.
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
Giving you the most complete radio experience.
Crushing the competition, the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous.
We are
Today's best music.
Magic 95.5.
Ale, ale, nasa langit na ba ako? Okay lang sa akin, basta't ikaw ang lagi kong kasama.
May in love ka talaga sa bagong Dunkin' Donuts Chocolation, the ultimate chocolate bundle from Dunkin' Donuts. Ang feeling ko,
Nasa langit na nga ako.
Winzel Suites offers fully air-conditioned room, hot and cold shower, 32 inches LED flat screen cable TV, room telephone services, standby generator, safety deposit box, free Wi-Fi access, CCTV security cameras, 24 hours hotel security, airport transfer services, and all major credit cards honored. They're located at Almonte Branch and Governor Lim Avenue Branch. Call them at 0917-3034-768. Telephone number 062-957-3563. Winzel Suites. Your home is here.
Nasuliyan na, daghan ang bibilib sa kaepektibo sa talan Haplacious Oil.
Should be ini bu isip kargador. Ako kayo ang lawas. Dili may idadata. Andara sa taiti sa gruma. Salamat na lang kay Dunay Talan.
Ako trabaho sa opisina, whole day nga mag-atubang sa computer. Resulta, may panahon nga manakit akong likod o gabaga. Naanda na ako, nga haplasan na ako og talan. Hayahay kaayo ang epekto. Ayos kaayo ang soothing effect sa talan Haplacious Oil.
Huwag kang agriwatisan arthritis ug magpanakit sa kawasan sa talan Haplacious Oil.
LB Supermarket. Shop at very affordable prices. RTW, school supplies, appliances, houseware, grocery items, wet market, homemade, food court with free parking area. So shop now at LB Supermarket. Priyo pa, barato pa. LB Supermarket Realty Complex, located at right along Veterans Avenue Extension, Zamboanga City. Bigger, better, greater, your partner in success. LB Supermarket. LB Supermarket Tubungan is now open to serve you. Come and visit the newest branch of LB Supermarket. LB Supermarket, your partner in success.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentan con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este es Dateline Teleradio. Taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guía el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene que hacer con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este es Dateline Teleradio. Aquí na gbpitv11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Todos te, aquí na Dateline Teleradio.
Okay, we're back. Kedo Bibiyadar sa Buga. 8:32 in the morning. And this time, from very young lawyers, this time we have the mayor of the city of Zamboanga. Kiyang takikaraptunara na programa del Dateline Teleradio. Webes kita. It's Mayor's Day, basta Webes aquí na programa del Dateline Teleradio. Madam Mayor, good morning, Gutigo. Welcome back to
Buenos
Dateline
días
Teleradio.
a todos, querido compoblano sa siyudad de Zamboanga. Yan, enjoy taman yung mga kwento con el dos di aton mga abogao. Just sharing our thoughts on the executive, judiciary, and legislative situation right now, no, and it's something that is really open for debate. But we just pray that the country will be in good hands, that all of us perform our functions according to law.
Yeah. Madam Mayor, before anything else, no, kaya sabi kita un poco controversial, ya sometido tu el retrato ya con el presidente por causa de ese controversial mga Z3R proyecto di aton.
Ronnie, no, el cosa ya pasa al gobierno local through Engineer Rodrigo Sicat of the City Planning contacted General Manager Escalada of the NHA for the NHA Headquarters National to come over and come up with their own independent study of the NHA housing units, because sabi ustedes querido compoblanos, no, el diaton tema del 2013 was really to build back a better Zamboanga. Unfortunately, what we saw last Saturday was really, I think, violation of the standards on quality and of infrastructure that was done. I was there last Saturday together with Engineer Tom Macrohon. They are part of the Philippine Engineers Association del PISE, and what is showing me there is that si mira to adentro, el mga inhinero, el hueco, ya ba siya lang siyempre mga tierra, maski nuay sini con el cemento. Quiere decir, nuay kusi, nuay queda sólido el cemento, dol ya tapa lang, idol polvoron lang. Once kita to con el molde, siyempre, ay derama lang el mga arena kaya po ni adentro.
Madam Mayor, mas antes pa siya, tenía descubrí con ese que un poco dudable el mga materiales que está usando.
Sí, pero el mga casa ya descubrí antes alice na lustre. Y anda el vicepresidente and I think el congresista Biazon, ya anda también ya engancha con el bolia de rama. Por eso, yan retrofit. Y durante del meeting del lunes que tiene kami Local Interagency Council on Permanent Shelter, ya tiene que revela el diatun NHA originalmente kay de apuro gat el mga asida del mga caserías, tiene sila cosa ya implementa only to realize que hindi que el materiales fuertes, por eso yan retrofit. Again, alias as in a lustre area. Pero el Aquil Permanent Shelter made of cement tamen, ya descubrí que el mga materiales ya usa sila is, and the building itself is substandard, including aquel mga bamboo ya usa sila para alya na septic tank, no. Tali si Councilor Villa Flores kay LTN kabisa con el Comité de Infrastruktura, si Councilor Pareja el kiente en kabisa con el Urban Poor, and then ya sige si kanatun si Jawo Jimenez, no.
Obviously, Madam Mayor, que tiene aquí un poco de anomalía y eso se de la construcción de ese. Tiene ba taplañas de desplanta caso contra con el mga oficiales de NHA?
Yes, definitely. El cosa plano di aton, como ya recommenda el mga inhinyero, pidi sila el plano con el city planning, and then they will also have their independent evaluation. Ay andaki next week el NHA para investiga sila mas propio, and necesita tamin kita kada aquellos mga responsable Ronnie, necesita tamen be liable. So the city government of Zamboanga looks with disfavor on the job that was done in the permanent C3R housing in Tulungatong. Now, given that that is Tulungatong, pwede ser tamen na mga otro proyektos ansina, por eso gani abandonaw en mga casa, no hay quien quiere queda, pero el uno del revelación que mira kita kundi anda kita liya na komunidad, tiene familia, ta queda ya lang gayot na casa afuera. Kay miedo sila ay manbagsak ya lang el dila wall, and immediately Council Jawo Jimenez of the Housing recommended with the barangay captain to evacuate these families that are staying there. Kay tabla sila ma'am asa kami pukpuk el klabo, miedo kami kay tamenya yal wall. Baka ay disbruni. So again,
Madam Mayor.
there is a housing unit there through the BUB, and we are very thankful kay El Tulungatong is an area that has been identified as a resettlement. So mira to, el mga ininyero tan explain ka natin, este caserías del untal pamilya, hindi sila takeda adentro, kay miedo ganile ay kay. So I realized, no, bien blakita, blatant violation of standards of safety, especially on the victims of the 2013 Zamboanga siege. Yakeda sila antes evacuees, yakeda sila na temporary shelter, and then yakeda sila permanent beneficiaries. Now they become evacuees again. So we are calling on the national government through NHA, unless that they do something about it, we will have to file the necessary cases of liabilities against the contractor and all those responsible for this project, because it is an injustice to the people who have been victimized not only once but twice.
Yeah, there's a question over here, porque daw local government may pa man monitor kung el construction de ese daw.
Well, because it's basically the role of the National Housing Authority.
So,
now, but in terms of the city planning, we have not approved and received their plans yet because they have to comply with certain requirements. You see, all of these projects that have been done in the C3R have been funded by national government through the NHA, DPWH, as well as the LUWA and SAMSELCO. None of these fundings have been given to the city engineer's office to work on. That is why, querido compoblanos, as lang yo klaro, that it is the National Housing Authority that had sole responsibility in building. The role of city government is just a recipient, but it does not also preclude or remove our authority to check on this infrastructure. According to Engineer Indanan, these projects have not yet been fully paid and accepted, and based on our meeting last Monday, there is a period of warranty, no, for 1 year, kay no ay pa man turnover. For projects like this, it is between 1 to 5 years. Now, the earliest project that was done in the C3R and turned over was in 2015. So, retrofitting, liabilities, remedial measures have to be done.
I see. Madam Mayor, the mas reciente, kita ceremonial turnover ng mga surrendered firearms ng mga diferentes barangay diaton, no? Some concerns are being raised, especially by coastal barangays. Para do kay porsoya sila man turnover ko ng militar ang mga armas sila, they feel may sila armas kay para depende
Ronnie, it is a national policy. Secretary Anyo just came up with a reminder to all barangay officials that our barangay kagawads are not authorized to carry firearms because of incidents that have happened previously. That is why they can avail of this opportunity to carry firearms, provided that they have these firearms that have been licensed, no? But only for those persons that are authorized to carry this. And the FESAGs and I think the firearms authorities of the PNP have already made this very clear. So kung ang mga barangays kita na coastal area, klaro kasi el mandato del DILG kanatun. Así o clara ayer durante el junta di General Carlito Galvez alya na Western Mindanao Command, que in the period of martial law, the implementer of martial law in the city is Western Mindanao Command, and everyone, all local chief executives are duty bound to report to the Western Mindanao Command, being the martial law administrator.
Madam Mayor, Marzo 2, el tenita kita el congressional hearing o el BBM.
It's going to be held at 12:30 at the Zamboanga City Polytechnic State College, and yalamaya kumigo el committee secretary del uno mga komite de la Cámara de Representantes ayer, yan kwento kita ko na Congressman Lobregat ayer para hacer manera donde apela kita con el mga vivientes, if you have your position papers, please come up with written position papers on your stand acerca del proposed BBL law, and then we will submit it to the committee secretary so that they will have a record of your position paper. On the part of the city government of Zamboanga, I met with President Duterte last Monday, and he specifically told me about in Bisayan, abelebeng dili mumu appeal, and I refer it to the BBL of Zamboanga City's non-inclusion. However, we have to just ensure that our position paper is clear in both houses para pwede sila se usa na diila lawmaking, and we also have to make it clear that it is not enough that we say yes, we support President Duterte, especially in his aspiration for peace in Mindanao. However, with regards to the BBL, the city of Zamboanga does not want to be included, our 98 barangays, nor our municipal waters. And in that manner, Ronnie, akil mga otro mga provisions such as the opt-in of 10% has to be clarified. Secondly, the question of contiguity. Thirdly, the question of security of the BBL. And very important to Zamboanga City is the municipal waters, that we must respect the the fisheries code of the Philippines that delineates the aton municipal waters, or in our area, being a highly urbanized city, our city boundaries in terms of the seas, because these are four of the very important provisions that. And number 5 is also the energy, no? When I was presented the stand of the city of Zamboanga, and I'd like to thank all of those who came over to really support our stand for non-inclusion. Si Senator Sherwin Gatchalian was beside me, abale, nuay kel elemira el mga puntos kaya presenta, particularly with regards to energy, and he already has made it clear also that the energy must be shared by the national government. So, energy, water, security, as well as our areas of opt-in and the 10% are issues that we just continually have to make it clear, even if we already have an assurance that Zamboanga City is not included, to protect other provisions of the proposed BBL from possibly extending the BBL to the city of Zamboanga.
I see. I don't know, pero sa congressional hearing aki kundo si Madam Mayor, para na Zamboanga lang ba siya o para na entero
Yes,
region?
because today they'll be going to Basilan and Holo, or Basilan or Tawi-Tawi. Next week, they'll be going over to perhaps Basilan and then Zamboanga City.
Ansina. Na kita dito dieta, ablagan na kami kiko ng kongresista Manik Zalipe, si Podera Inisha, que todo el mga kongresista diaton del entero región diaton aquí debe tener unified stand with regards to the BBL.
Well, I think we respect also the autonomy of other congressmen and other representatives, but we really have to make it clear every time we have our ARPOC, Governor Ceriles, myself, Governor Palma, we have to really make it clear that there are no MILF territories in the city. However, I spoke to our barangay chairperson in Kawit, the group of that were claiming to be officials of what they call District 3 in the past are still in the area in Kawit. That is why when people ask me, why do you keep talking about the BBL, yaablega na ka hindi included, importante kasi kay tiene mga gente ta esperanza lang, mira ko na provision, igual kumukosa sila as in the past, sabi gat sila provision, and then they will claim that they have 10% of the population in the area asking for a referendum aside from the referendum that will be done prior to the BBL, after the approval of the BBL.
Okay, so anyway, you had an open government and participatory government governance regional dialogue. Can you tell us something about
Well,
this?
it is sponsored by the Department of Interior and Local Government. Undersecretary Auster Panadero came over, the DBM, the USAID, because mayor parte din mga participante aki are civil society members from Region 9 and 10. We'd like to let you know that Zamboanga City was chosen to present our best practice practice. And the best practice that we presented is the bottoms-up budgeting, wherein 32 of our leading civil society organizations work on the approval of our budget, and they proposed a budget. And as mayor of the city of Zamboanga, I believe in the power of civil societies and have been inclusive, and they underwent a series of trainings and evaluation of the projects that are done in the city. Iadali kita kanila fondo. Today at 10 o'clock, I will be meeting all of our enumerators that have gone to the barangay. And sa Leroni, ang mga biggest problems of the city is poverty, in terms of the day-to-day needs dahil di aton mga vivientes. Secondly is job placement. And thirdly is potable water. These are the three main problems of our people that are really coming up from what our enumerators have done on the ground dahil di aton bottoms-up budgeting dahil CBMS. And I'd like to personally thank SP Hupida of the civil society organizations of the city of Zamboanga for more partnerships in chartering citizens' participation, open governance, and inclusivity of the key sectors of the community in telling us what they want and how they want government funds to be utilized in terms of infrastructure, in terms of other resources for the betterment of our people.
I see. You mentioned something about job placements. Kaya lang kita naman remind ko ng pueblo taman otra vez, no, que este 27 y 28
Ay tiene
job
kita
fair.
job fair and apela kita ko ng mga bibientes, no? Kaya mira yo el report ni Jessie Lapinid, our environmental planner, that el problema del mga gente is jobs. And my question is, be mucho trabajo que ay man open nga galit tamen el fishing season. I have been invited by the Department of the Bureau of Fisheries. We will be opening the fishing season again. Ay mira gani kita kay mucho gayot pescaw ya tamen el diato na syudad this season from February, March onward till June. And there is so many many opportunities for job placements in the city. And I'd like to invite akan mga aplikante kay todo mga kere trabaho na gobyerno lokal. Pero problema ron, limitaw lang ang mga trabaho kay tiene posisyon, si man apply sila dole kung yung trabaho makikosa lang. So el mas kikosa quiere decir querido kong poblanos sa siyudad de Zamboanga, importante man apply ustedes sa diaton job fair kay tiene mucho mga trabaho available para diaton siyudad, not necessarily the city government of Zamboanga.
Yeah. El principio ba, Madam Mayor, man-hire tamen kita para aumento del mga traffic enforcers diaton?
Yes, there is a budget for the hiring of traffic enforcement, especially now that they have declared 24 hours diaton mga one-way areas, and then tamin kita ya deklara no parking in both lanes. I have been receiving feedbacks from the people, and majority of the feedbacks are very positive. Siguro people that have been complaining about the traffic have really become very proactive this time, and they really support enforcement of laws. And I hear you, querido kong poblanos, el ustedes mga deseo para implementa disiplina el mga leyes del di aton nasyon na di aton trafiko kay ese uno del di aton mga solusyon para tiene kita orden na kamino.
There are some criticisms being made here, Madam Mayor, no? Kung el HR daw di aton, kay dolo mismo daw palakasan system daw ta susede alina HR, no? Rapidile si pueda daw tu manda investiga con ese gane kay dolo palakasan system daw ta tene, idon daw kay maga bien qualified, hindi daw ta pueda saka na gobyerno lokal daw di aton.
Again, it's really the discretion of the local chief executive when it comes to the selection of employees, particularly in the aton selection. But as compared to before, I would like to say that Dr. Jane Bascar has in a way professionalized the system. For all those that are complaining that do not get a job, Sebla ustedes palakasan, give me the names of people that you think have violated your right and qualification to enter into government, because it's not very productive if you just keep complaining and telling them, SHR palakasan. It's also unfair to Dr. Jane Bascar, who I believe has really professionally enhanced the system of hiring in the city government of Zamboanga. So please give me the names and we will correct it. But definitely, I would like to offer to you our Public Employment Service Office and the DOLE of other positions that are available. The city government is not the sole employer in the city, and you will just be met with a lot of dissatisfaction. I received this complaint to me na in the messenger. Kaya, ma'am, I'm qualified, yapa sayo kwantos beses, pero hindi magat kumigot sa ka. Ako sagat at problem, ablayo, do not pin all your hopes in the city government. There are so many applicants. For example, I'll give you a data. 700 are applying for a jobs. And how many jobs are available? Less than 50. So how will you accommodate all of these 700 to a position of 50? So what we are offering, querido Compoblanos, is an opportunity for you to be employed in other entities of government. Now, for those that are specializing in programming, Director Ophel Domingo of the DOLE said, Ma'am Bengchen, ba to konose, maski aliya lang na city government, saka kami because I need a programmer. So please apply in the Department of Labor and Employment.
I totally agree with you, no? Kaya doon mo tapensa kita kay el gobierno lokal diaton among number one employer diaton.
But I also sympathize with those that have really met frustration. The reality lang gayot, querido Compoblanos, syempre if we are not accepted, we have a very negative experience. But just to look at the data, 700 applicants compared to the number of slots available. And I believe that there are other agencies of government that can best meet your needs and qualifications for you to be gainfully employed.
You should start looking tabi in other agencies of government.
Yes, the DOLE has it and the PESO has it. That's why please take the opportunity of the job fair because para kumigo, ben difícil gana. It's a very competitive world, Ronnie, and the city government is not the sole employer of our city. But LD aton mga kaning factories andagat sila as nila search and other companies, and I'm very happy every time I go to the job fair, Ronnie, that I encounter job applicants and they are really gainfully employed on the spot employment. HATS, no? On the spot employment ila. I'm very happy because at least we are able to give our job applicants an opportunity to be gainfully employed. Please attend the job fair and jobs are waiting for you in the city of Zamboanga and abroad. Pwera lang na Kuwait.
Pero madese, sabi desapit natin kung ang mismo privado sector tamen diaton, debet naman el privado sector amo el kentaman hire
si mucho gane Ronnie kay andal mga different companies di aton ta pidi sila hiring kanal di aton mga empleyado, and please take the time. Chene Commutan Text, ma'am, kailangan pa ba magdala ng 4-year TESTA certification? Siyempre naman, si anda tuman apply, you have to bring your 101% qualification to really show the best that you have and the qualification that you have so that you're going to be hired. That is really, and then also some tips, Ronnie, we should share. When you go and apply, make sure you have your typewritten or computerized biodata. If you want it handwritten, make sure the penmanship is legible. Next, you put a picture that is 2x2 normally and has your best features, no? Number 2, ensure that you have your certificates, maski Xerox lang, of all your qualification. Sometimes, if you are not a 4-year degree holder or college degree holder, attach your trainings that are there. And very important na just ustedes mga skills, klaro gayot ko sa ustedes sabi, for example, typing, driving, let's say, and other skills that are available there. And then sometimes, Ronnie, tapidi man sila pleasing personality. So you have to be personally pleasing when you apply. Siguro, go to the area in, I think, appropriate
Decente el camisa.
Yes, at least for the male, you put a cheneman collar or shirt, and for the female, if you can, dress decently na.
Tablagan yun, kay manadali mga kwandiya, at manandahan naman apply, depil camisa, doon lang lomi mo na Circo Soleil.
Si pati El Ronnie, kumigo no, si Chene kami, mga aplikante na City Hall, and I look at the record, and como para kumigo, creo, que debe impressive gayot el di aton biodata. Akal bonito ba el asida ilimpyo kay it really speaks of the applicant the way you present. I remember the other day I remembered when I applied for Dateline way back, yan na kami man audition alyan un lugar yaman na kanamunle, and then I had to invest. Mile Amsid and I had to apply and dress decently. I had to invest at the time, Caro, pagat al makeup 150 pesos, and then kwanto lang kaldim yung sweldo natin yung investment kat si Ronnie no makimang kun amre kita ya presta pa yo akel ropa and blazer del dimyo sobrina dimi ya presta yo para abuya lang kina TV na Dateline para ikuhi ka naton makine man kita bien abla kita chen X Factor malakara man kami di Mile Amsid, pero siguro kumpiyansa lang i-accepta ka namon si Ma'am Lolit and Sir Eddie para trabahaki. That is my experience, that we must invest. It's a sacrifice, you know, to look very presentable in your job application. But if you really want to get the job done, you have to exert your effort. And again, I tell you, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be beautiful. All you need is your qualification and sense of confidence that you have something to offer, and go get the jobs. See you on the 27th and 28th. Get the job.
Okay, so 1,000 jobs is available. Anyway, Dia de Zamboanga, ka-81 ya kita aniversario del Dia de Zamboanga, Madam Mayor. Manala kita mga aktividades. I'm sure you're so proud of the activities prepared by si Mr. Olasiman. No?
Yes, thank you very much to the events coordinating team. I'd also like to commend the sports division, Dr. Cecil Atilano and the team, because siya kita ongoing huego na Zamboanga. Bonito ron niya pwede kita attend del competition del nadada, donde mga diferente mga participante anda na konkurso. Este Sabado que viene, Domingo, ta imbita kami ron kay tiene kita Run Volution. I participated that with my husband previously, and it's something that is really a fun activity for couples and the families to do, because it's perhaps 3 to 5 kilometer run, but it is not an intense run. I was so happy when I was exercising with the young people. We did that in Climaco Freedom Park, and this time we're going to do another Run Volution, and I invite everyone to come and show your love for Zamboanga City, and also ensure that you are physically fit. So we will have the Run Volution, and then we're ongoing tiyan kita screening del Diaton Film Festival. Thank you very much to all of the ablakita aspirants, those who have participated in really sacrificing your hard work and your passion for the movies and the arts. We really appreciate your work of love. And then thirdly, we're going to also award our achievers of Zamboanga. It will be done on Monday. The parade will have an assembly at 6 in the morning, and then we will have the program at 8 in the City Hall. We're very thankful. Please pray for the successful and safe conduct of Dia de Zamboanga. We have a son of Zamboanga coming over, Secretary Carlos Dominguez of the Department of Finance. He will be coming over with his brother Leo, and I'm very happy that the Dominguez family has seen the value of coming home to Zamboanga. I say, Ronnie, coming home. I'm also expecting Diaton mga members of the Zamboanga City of the Chinese Chamber of Commerce, another son of Zamboanga, si Mr. Domingo Yap, el mga paisano di aton. He is the father of Arthur Yap. I met him before, a friend of my father. The delegation will be coming to Zamboanga. And then di aton La Hermandad, Zamboangueños.
El mga award is yaton mayor.
Yeah. Unay pa sila, we will be announcing it soon. Sila Ruth Owen, our president of La Hermandad, will be coming. So it's really a delegation expected of more than 20 people coming over to Zamboanga City. I believe Mike Regino's coming, Rolly Macasayat's coming for this homecoming. They are also here because La Hermandad has sponsored LDILA mga scholars, and this is an annual activity that they have to meet the scholars di ILA. So si Pamela Ledesma, Ruth Owen, and the other Zamboangueño members of the different organizations in Manila will be coming home to Zamboanga City. And I'd like to thank and commend our honorees. We will be announcing the outstanding Zamboangueños hopefully by Friday for their awarding to be done on Monday. And I'd like to inform the public it's going to be a declared holiday by President Duterte on Monday. So it's a very long weekend, and we hope and pray that all will be well, and we will have our civic military parade assembly at 6 in the morning on the 26th of February, our 81st Dia de Zamboanga, and our theme is I Love Zamboanga City.
Okay. Diyan kita pregunta siyempre pagkahadal job fair. Job fair na Red Cross Training Centers, no? On the 27th and the 28th, there will be 1,000 jobs over there available for you for both local and international, no? Manada pa kita pregunta ka nato también with regards to aquel do despedida de agradecimiento con mga retira na puesto na gobyerno. Manada ba tayo man-retire?
Yes, we do it by batches, Ronnie, and it is really the brain work of our HRMO kanda Dr. Jane. Cuando empezó si Dr. Jane na City Hall, tiene kita que agradecer con el mga servidores público que sirve por cuantos años. Iyan junto kita na habla kita almuerzo de apreciación con el mga retirados. You know, they have been serving government for 30 years, 20 years, and I'm very habla kita thankful because we really want to wish them well in their new careers, in their retirement. And majority of those that have shared that they were able to get their GSIS benefits and started a new career such as dila mga livelihood, kaya pwede kanila dale mas entrenyo na dila trabaho. Ita rin digat kami gracias kanda Dr. Jane and the HR con todo con ustedes mga compañeros di ato na gobyerno lokal. Forever you will be government employees that have served our city, and we would like to thank you for your sacrifices. Sa ablagan si Engineer Rene de la Cruz, ma'am, si Sir Carpintero gat sa diamon, tan troubleshoot na todo mga aktibidad. These are our silent heroes that have worked faithfully in the city government and have given the best of their lives. So LL Carpintero kay retiraya, and we wish them our deepest gratitude for the service that you have done na gobyerno lokal. Gracias ka con todo con ustedes.
Sir Ron, coming from 7361. Sir Ron, please lang kayo at pregunta kun Mambeng, el mga parking aids 2 meses ya kami may pa kami recibir sueldo do diela.
I think van fala po nosotros the city treasurer porque con ustedes no hay paga kay quién man se sueldo. Mayor parte tablega niyo el voucher hindi ata pasa kun mayor. But each of the departments have their AO. Tiene bes el problema hindi kompleto el de ustedes mga papeles que tadale. So please coordinate with your AO.
Yeah.
We will check on this. Ronnie, very important before we end, ay tiene kita mass immunization contra el diaton measles. As we discussed this last week already, si Dr. Dulce, kay tiene gane abla kita outbreak del diaton measles de sarampion, itapela kita ko ng mga tatay nana, paborya lang gayot suporta el kampanya del gobyerno lokal. And again, tiene man yadal el gobierno del Departamento de Salud el assurance ko ng mga parents kita mira kita tatene sila miedo kay baka keda sa igol deng vaksha, but no less than the Department of Health has assured me that this is the same immunization that they have been using since before. So please support this for the health and welfare of our babies, of our children.
Madam Mayor,
And toddlers.
mensahe pa kung Monse Gingona David. Buenos dias, Ronnie. Please mention every morning this message in your radio program. Everyone is invited to the Rara Zamboanga exhibit, demo, market fair of Bajau, Tausug, and Yakan Weavers at the ground floor east wing of KCC Mall, Zamboanga, February 23 to 24 and 25 del stay. So, sabi si parte ba del Dia de Zamboanga celebration? No,
it's the initiative of Monse Gingona, and she is inviting us. I think 1:30 will opening on tomorrow, no? And I will also try to be there because lately when I went to Cebu, I utilized akil ganita dali ka namon mga lay of yakan weaves, and I utilized it for a dress that I purchased, and we have to patronize our local weavers because it is the passing on of culture and heritage from one generation to the other. So we really need to support our local weavers, particularly our new generation of young people, so that they will continue on with the heritage handed down by their lolas to them.
From 1951, kindly announce again February 26, Dia de Zamboanga, Memories of Zamboanga and Mindanao Past, a photographic history of Zamboanga by John Silva. The exhibit will be at the Ateneo de Zamboanga University.
Yeah, I think I guess Monsi, you just have to come over and give all of these announcements to Ronnie, hindi ba? Dahil envia lang ang picture para pwede lese man announce.
Actualmente, siya kita invitasyon para di...
Yeah, but that's why you just have to announce it so that people will be able to graphically see what this activity is all about.
Okay. So, kung naman kita, Madam Mayor, siya na pamato at anunsyo
So, a través, querido compoblanos, humildemente, apela kita con todo con ustedes, continua kita suporta el mga progreso del diaton syudad. I'd like to personally thank Lieutenant General Carlito Galvez yesterday because what he said was very striking. You see, this Western Mindanao Command Chief has really helped Zamboanga City in ensuring that we maintain 2 battalions for the security of Zamboanga. And General Galvez never wavered on this. In fact, he said that because of this intensified commitment of the local government in security, people have seen the progress that we have experienced are enjoying in the city of Zamboanga. But all of this redound to the cooperation of the Zamboanga City Muslim, Nomads, and Christians. We need to continue our partnership and cooperation because I am hearing on the ground that akil mga gente antes that have been displaced in Jolo and Basilan and have made Zamboanga City their home do not want to experience another attack or another siege. In order to maintain this, making Zamboanga City our home, we must cooperate in security, and thank God all of this progress in terms of the facilities, the structure, the internet connectability, despite of its frequency that they've put in, really entails the cooperation of everyone. This afternoon at 2:30, Engineer Urao will be meeting with the Kulasang Pagbabago, thrust of President Duterte. We'd just like to express our support and then our personal gratitude. You know, Ronnie, Zamboanga City is blessed to have 3 congressmen. Tres. And I'm very, very, very thankful to Congressman Dennis Laugan.
Okay. Grande itong support na ito.
Ay, grande gayot. Imagine, he has given so much support for the graduation and skills of our TESTA graduates. I hope you can invite them. One of them is Jean Gregorio de Manikaan. Ya pwede gat ele aserta as cupcakes. Ita pwede le bende con este alina kiniput. And Elnana is an OFW that communicates with me way back siguro ba midnight. Pero alegre gat Elnana, kaya dali skills. Kong Dennis Laugan again sent me a beautiful text message yesterday. Abale, ate, magpapadala ko ng tubig para sa Dia de Zamboanga. And I'm very thankful to our 3rd Congressman Dennis Laugan of Kabuhayan Party List for being a blessing to the city of Zamboanga. I'd also like to thank
you know what I admire about him? He's a quiet worker.
Yes.
You don't see his pictures everywhere.
Ngayon tarpaulin.
Ngayon tarpaulin, pero he just does the job.
He just comes here and gives us and shares with us all the support that he can. And thank you very much on behalf of all of your scholars, because I really believe that the key to poverty alleviation is skills development, and the next phase of our graduates will be the income that they will be deriving. By the way, I'd like to thank RF Mariano. It's a birthday of my inaanak, si Cheska, last Tuesday and last Wednesday, and it's a birthday of Ma'am Eleanor Mariano Ayer. They're going to be model entrepreneurs, no less than by Go Negosyo. LDTI kasi as a kanila mentor, si Dr. Mariano, and he will be presenting mentoring program in SM Mall of Asia. So we'd like to support our SMEs in the city of Zamboanga, because this is one way of ensuring that livelihood opportunities of all of our SME communities in the city. Por ejemplo, Ronnie, el EJT, no? El Tasi Achara de Bonga, Tali el Sampaloc King, si Arnold Soto, todos mga programas que I personally work with, and I'm very happy. I was talking to Mr. Falca Santos the other day, and mirahan kami. Sabi to Ronnie, impesa kami bendel mga dila sardinas isang palok na naning China. Aray abale kumigo kay China daw le oportunidad de bende na Ruso, na Russia. So again, I'm very, very proud of all of these entrepreneurs going global, and whatever help the city government has, we will continue to partner with you, and congratulations. And thanks to DTI for upgrading the packaging that you have.
Here's a new idea for you guys, mga tamarind growers, mga